The Guess Who. The Guess Who. The Guess Who with Jacob Gibbs. Sit back, relax, and enjoy. Now let's start the show.
It's fun though.
It is sometimes.
But y'all aren't doing Farm Friday. So y'all have actually blocked out y'all's night of Farm Friday to come to my podcast.
I guess so.
Yep.
That's awesome.
This is
Well, you know.
this is really interrupting my business.
Was you supposed
You
to
owe
sing
me
tonight?
$8,000.
Was you supposed to sing tonight?
Me?
Yes.
Oh yeah, I was.
Was
You got me out of that. Thanks.
You do sing that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I am here with Karli Huddleston and Matt Huddleston, Hudd Music,
Southern Farm Co.
Southern Farm Co. It's really nice merchandise, shirts. You always remember to put the pocket on mine because I like the pocket, you know?
Uh
Yeah.
oh.
I won't wear one. I won't wear one without a.
We're trying.
I've got to have a pocket.
We don't know what to do with our
I'm
hands.
not sure what to do with mine.
If anybody out there is just listening
Just put 'em
and
on-
not
just put 'em on
watching,
the table.
I'm moving my hands like Ricky Bobby. I don't know what to do with my hands.
Well, this is the first time I've ever had two guests. I love it. It's gonna turn out great.
First time,
It really is.
best time.
Yes, heck yes.
That's right.
So one goes from dairy farming into being one of the hottest local artists around.
When you say hottest.
Not look, something like
Okay.
yourself.
I just wanted to clarify. I just wanted to clarify that you were talking. I thought you were talking about my looks.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about like you're singing.
Okay.
It's
Yeah.
kind of like, you remember Saturday Night Live with Chris Farley? Do you remember that?
Mm-hmm.
That's back when it was good.
Yes, and him and Patrick Swayze's dancing.
Yeah.
He's like, Barney, man, it's not your moves. It's just your body's so bad. Do you remember that?
I do. I do.
They were Chippendales.
Everybody's working for the weekend.
Yes.
You remember that? Like, that's so cool. But you was dairy farming for, how long did you dairy farm?
20 years. Well, I mean, my whole life. You know,
You have.
I was born into it, but you know,
Yeah.
professionally, like after I got out of college, I don't know, close to 20 years.
Yeah. So, I mean, you were always playing music. You always started out playing music and, I mean, kind of, you always played the guitar, or was that something?
I picked it up when I was about 15.
I'm not talking about you put way too much faith in us, Jacob.
I love
There we
y'all.
go. There we go.
I picked it up when I was about 15. My older brother had started to play, and you know, he was like, I was like, man, I kind of like to learn. He was like, here's a chord dictionary, go to town. So I
So
did.
kind of self-taught, too.
Oh yeah, I never took lessons for anything. It's funny because you know my brother and my sister, we were all at my parents' house. I don't know, a few months ago, whenever it was, and they were talking about, I took piano lessons, and oh yeah, I took guitar at one time from Betty Moon back years ago.
Oh my lord, yeah.
Years ago.
They were good too.
Yeah.
They
like
are
the
still
darlings.
good.
I'm like,
Yeah,
I'm the only one who did not take any kind of music lessons at all, and now I'm playing, professionally, I guess.
Yeah, you're playing everywhere. I mean, you've been. What's your favorite place so far? I mean, like you've been all over. I feel like everything I see is like Hudd's playing here. This is badass. You know what I mean? Like,
I like all of them.
do you?
I do.
It'd be hard to pick probably a favorite, wouldn't it?
It would, yeah, it would be hard to pick a favorite. They all have their ups and downs.
Yeah.
You might make a little more money at one than the other, but it may be farther away, and then you might make a little less money at one, but it's closer and easier for folks to come out and see you. So
Right, to be able to-
it's hard to pick a favorite.
Are you seeing a lot of local? Are you seeing like a lot of people that's been with you since day one, like in the crowd?
For
You see
sure.
that a lot? You do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, most of them are buddies, though.
Oh yeah. See, we've been trying to get out there. We've been trying to.
Yeah,
like,
you
go.
know these things if you come see them.
You're not trying hard enough. That's the problem.
Yes, it is. I know. I'm sorry.
By the way, we drove a long way to get here,
Yes, you did.
so
How much traffic?
and it was a ton of traffic.
Yeah.
And it's not even rock the south.
We literally live like a mile down the road from this guy.
We're gonna need to be comped for mileage.
Yes, I got you. I thought y'all was gonna fly.
The jet was pre-booked.
It's in the shop.
Yeah, it's in the shop. It's in the shop. It's in the shop.
So when I sent you that text message, like, that cracked me up so bad.
Look, can I?
Yeah, pull it back to you.
Okay. You set yourself up for that.
Oh, that was
You
too
had
easy.
it.
That was
You
too easy. I had my
had it
hand in the
coming.
trap.
Because,
Once I said it, I
mean,
knew.
I was like, well, Jacob, here it comes. Here it comes. He's like, I'm so excited. In a gay voice, in parentheses.
Y'all said
And I said, I only ever read your text in a gay voice. Buddy.
I told my mom today, I said, that was so quick. Like, she just spit that right back to me, and I'm like, that is hilarious.
We all know
Because,
where
you know, a
that
lot of
comes
times I'll do like a little video or something about like who's going to bring what dessert, you know, for like Thanksgiving or whatever. Well, can't wait. You know, like, she wrote that back. I'm like, oh my God,
Yeah.
this is perfect.
Mm-hmm.
I've got a lot of notes wrote down about y'all too, by the way. Okay, Farm Friday. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about y'all. It's kind of like your own podcast.
Sort of,
Sort of,
except
yeah.
for that it's not this fancy.
This is not very. The wakeboard fell today.
Well, I'm talking about like we set my phone up on a tripod on the back porch and just hit record.
Y'all are fun though.
Whatever
I mean,
happens,
y'all country
happens.
people.
We try to have fun.
Yeah, I mean, y'all. It's
We try to have fun.
It's gonna be just us.
we're one mic up
Lean in,
there, y'all.
lean it out.
The car handled good. She ran real good.
I swear. I 100% regret
They're
this.
gonna choke you down.
He's gonna regret that.
Yeah, this is like the,
I'm telling you.
I hope everybody's enjoyed this podcast because it's gonna be canceled after this.
You can find the Farm Friday where?
You can find it on
Hudd
Southern
Music,
Farm
right?
Co. Well, yeah, it's on Hudd Music. That's on Facebook.
Yeah,
Hudd with 2 D's.
Hudd with 2 D's.
Double D Hudd.
Kind of like, yeah. It's big.
Yes, it's big. Yeah, you gotta have 2 D's. And then Southern Farm Co. on Instagram and Southern Farm Co. on TikTok.
So the farmhouse stuff, that's been your main, like you like the, okay, I will tell you this. For people that don't know Karli, it's probably one of the best carpenters I know. Is that what you'd say? Furniture builder?
The best, one of the best, I would say.
I remember seeing
I'm a very
some-
skilled craftsman
Yes, you are.
in
Like,
woodworking. Yeah.
as soon as I seen some of your stuff come online, I'm like, this is nice. Like,
Yeah.
you're very, like, hands-on. Like,
Yes.
you can build anything.
Yes, I am.
You came to me one time.
That's
like,
what she said.
Yeah. You were like, can you build me some cubbies? I'm thinking, damn. She's want me to build her some cubbies.
Hey, we still
She
use
builds
those
better than I
cubbies
do.
to this day. We
You
moved
still
them
use
out
them?
of the old house
Yeah.
because I used them in my office for t-shirts, and they are in our bedroom closet. I painted them. You think building them was hard?
Painting them
Paint
is
them.
terrible.
If I had my time to go over, I'd never painted them, but that's boring. But we love those cubbies. We use them every day.
Well, once you get towards the end, they end up being like 3/4.
We don't care. They were perfect, Jacob.
But I was thinking like maybe like underwear or something, like you put it in the smaller thing. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that's what we use it for. Like they fit t-shirts, underwear, like swimsuits, leggings. Like I've got a cubby for everything.
You know how it is though. Whenever somebody asks you, they're like, "Will you build me this?" It's like, you can build really good.
But I had stopped building at
Yeah,
that point.
you
Like
had,
I had stopped. So that's why I was like, okay, I'm gonna have to farm this out. But so it's they're great. We love those cubbies.
Cool.
Don't
Yeah.
you
so you're
ever
still using them.
not love those cubbies because we do.
All right, Hudd. The number one question every time I get an artist on, every single time. What is the most popular request right now?
Oh,
Heavens.
gosh. Yeah, I get a lot of requests. Yeah, most of what I play is older stuff.
Yeah, see, I like the old country.
Yeah.
That's my deal.
That's
I mean,
that's my wheelhouse is older country, 80s, 90s
Okay.
country. So I get a lot of requests for newer stuff like Zach Bryan.
I remember everything.
I don't know
Is that one of the songs?
I have no idea
That's my favorite song
because
right now, dude.
I don't listen to Zach Bryan. No disrespect to him. The ones I've heard, it's just not my thing. So
Mhm.
so when people request it, I'm like, sorry, I don't know that. Morgan Wallen actually does have a few that I like.
I like it. I like
But
it.
usually the younger people want to request things like that.
And you're working on it.
If I was going to go into like new country, it would be Zach Bryan, Morgan Wallen. But I like the golly bum, what's his name? Fast Car. Luke Combs. I like that kind of music.
Yeah.
I love it. I mean, that's some of my favorites. Sweet Home Alabama ever get requested?
Sure.
Every time.
No, honestly, I think that's only been requested once, and I didn't even play, even though
Shut it down.
I could have played it, but it's one of those that I've heard it. So, I mean, and Leonard Skinner is probably my favorite band ever. So, you know, I love the song, but I've just heard it so much I don't like to play it, and so I didn't. I was like, I can, but I just don't. Sorry.
Do you sing some stuff that you? Okay, let's just say somebody comes in there like, I want you to play "Don't Stop Believing" by Journey. That's almost a voice you cannot do. Can you make your own version of it?
He could.
Maybe if I had time.
I'm gonna interrupt here. He could totally take any song and
That's-
make it whatever he wanted it to be. But
Yeah.
he does have a couple songs. Like he does a Bruce Springsteen song.
Shitting me. Born in the USA.
No,
God, no.
Hungry Heart.
I like Hungry Heart. I like I'm on Fire.
I love that.
Oh, that's really
You know, I'm not a huge Bruce fan, but he has a handful that I like. And Hungry Heart, I don't know, it's just a fun one, and you know, it's totally not something I would normally do. So it's just different.
And he does
Kyle,
he does some
yeah,
Guns N'
yeah.
Roses.
Yeah.
Which one?
Sweet Child of Mine.
Oh my God, Guns N' Roses.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's the song that got me signed.
Pregnant? Oh. I'm sorry. Maybe that
I'm
was the
only
one that
kidding
got me
about
pregnant.
signed too. That was our song that we played in like the high school talent show.
Mhm.
And we won. We ended up going to Relay for Life and playing. And
Okay.
yeah, Sweet Child. Do you sing it more like a Sheryl Crow kind of version?
Yeah, it sounds more.
I like that.
Good.
See, I love remakes.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of my favorite. Do y'all listen? Okay, this gripes the shit out of me. And this is about Whitney, my wife.
Poor
We'll be riding
Whitney.
down the road and
She's
she'll be
perfect.
singing.
You leave her alone.
She is. She's perfect. She's going to really put up with me.
She did.
She's got to be.
She undoubtedly is very patient.
Yes.
Yes, she is. But we were riding down the road and the song Lightning Crashes comes up, right? Like, I think this is about a baby. Like they miscarried a baby or something. I think that's what that song's about. When he's like, he just ruined it for me. And I'm like, well, how?
Well, it's about that song's about death.
It is.
Like
I think
it's a
the
whole
loss
like
of
it's like, but you listen to like the whole song and it's like
yeah,
an old woman dies too.
Right, it's like an old woman
It's like
dies, and then a new child's born, then a new child dies, and then
Exactly.
like,
Exactly. Sorry, I talk with my hands.
God, I'm like, let me go get these
Send me the
daggone
bill.
furry cups.
Send
I
me
got
the bill.
downstairs.
I bet Whitney would appreciate that.
Take it easy.
It won't. These microphones, if you speak like into them, supposedly it like does all the gain and stuff for me, like it automatically.
Automatically does it.
Yeah. So like yeah,
That's good.
but yeah. Let's see what else I got here.
You're gonna run through that list really quick.
No, I'm telling you right now, me and you have got to sit down and write a song called "A Man That Has a Cat Named Murray." We've got to do that, dude.
Oh.
Well,
This
yeah,
was a man
I'm not
with a
much of a
cat
songwriter,
named
but
Oh.
And he named it after his mower.
that would be good.
You named it
I
after
know.
his
Is
movie.
that not Carly's
Backstory,
dad,
yeah.
Bruce, or Bruce, golly,
Butch.
Butch, Lord help me, is probably he was one of the funniest people I knew.
He was.
A nut.
Let me have the microphone for this.
You're
one.
gonna need it.
Give me the microphone for this one.
Nut.
Yes, it would.
He was probably one of the funniest people
He
I've ever
was.
met.
He's one of the funniest people
Yeah.
I ever knew.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh God, you should have had him as a daddy growing up.
oh, I miss.
He
his
made
Facebook
everything
stuff.
fun.
Like I miss.
Yeah.
He was sending the ugliest feet.
Well, and let's.
I'm talking like
do
some
your
pictures of
listeners
some
know
feet.
how much you hate ugly feet?
Yeah.
Do they? Have you ever told them like
No, I
what
have kind of
what a
a foot
repulsion you have for ugly feet,
Yeah.
and how much you love pretty feet? If a girl or anybody doesn't have pretty feet, Jacob is not.
Wow.
He's out. He won't. He won't even speak to you.
Put a
But-
fork in it.
So my daddy loved to
I'll be
take.
nice to you. But
My daddy
I'm
loved to
gonna
find
know
the
you got, like,
ugliest
some
feet
messed up
pictures
feet.
he could find on the internet. Oh, I'm sorry. You're still talking?
No.
I'm sorry. I thought I was on this podcast.
Go ahead.
He would find the ugliest feet pictures that he could find on the internet, Google Images, and send them to Jacob every time.
All the time. Like, it was funny, I'd say,
That does sound like Butch.
it does, yes, because he knew it bothered me. Like,
I'm gonna tell you the funniest thing I ever heard Butch say.
yeah, and just turn it
All
just a little
right,
bit
and then I'll give it back to
Take
her.
it, take it.
This is her area, obviously.
This
her
is kind of
area.
like the bed when you slept with your brother
And
growing up.
oh,
It's
this
like,
is, and this is not a long story.
where's the line?
Butch came over to the house one day. Of course, this was 8, 9 years ago, whatever it was. And Karli was just going on about me, just bitching about me, And Butch just turned around. I told you not to marry that son of a bitch. God, man. I was in the floor rolling. I told you not to marry that son of a bitch.
He did. That was
So
his
that's-
line.
that-
Yeah. I told you not to marry that SOB. I mean, he would say that all the time.
He was a slap nut.
He was-
And he would, one of the funniest things ever was he had the tiny house. He had got that
Yes.
tiny house.
Yes.
And he put that picture of the outside.
Everybody.
And then he says, gonna show y'all some of the inside. And there was this big dining room thing.
It was
that
like a
had
big,
piano.
it looked like Liberace's mansion.
Oh, yeah.
Like it was all
like-
gold, and there was a
it
big
like
grand
Prince Charles
piano
or something
in the
freaking,
foyer.
like, it was so
Yeah.
funny flipping through those pictures because I actually told some of the guys at work, I said they have really advanced these tiny homes. The first picture I pulled up was the dining room kind of area that had that big white
Sure.
piano with the tile floors.
Yes, we could probably
And
go
they were
back
like-
on his Facebook post and find that
I know
because
those
it is
guys
so
were like,
funny.
"Holy shit."
Yeah, I was at the cafe with him that morning, and I said, Daddy was like, "People want to see the inside." I said, "Find the most gaudy house that you can find on the internet, on the inside of it, and say that is the inside of your house." And he ran with it. He
Oh,
loved
yeah,
it.
he-
He loved it.
Some of those. Okay, so when I'm telling Hudd about writing a song, a man that had a cat named Murray, he ran a contest, and it was you knew it was fake, you knew it was funny, and well, let me just tell y'all about the lawnmower, okay? Because I had the Murray before he did. He sold me the Murray. I come to him and I said, "This thing will not keep a belt on, dude. I am so sick of this lawnmower. I have kicked the tire on this thing 100 times. I bet the axle's bent. Like, I have cussed this lawnmower. It's causing me a lot of stress." And he said, "Well, look, I'll give you," you know how he always talked to, he said, "No, I got a good tractor in here. It's Craftsman. It's a good tractor."
A lawn tractor. I got a lawn
I'm like,
tractor.
"How much boot you want?" I can't remember what it was, $100 or something. And then I ended up with the Craftsman that slung the belt too. Okay. And he had the Murray, the mower that I hated and cussed all the time, and he mowed with that thing for years.
Yes.
So he brought
Yes.
some.
I've got to pull. Oh wait, I've got to pull
He
up.
figured it out.
I've got to pull up a text message on my phone
But he
that Mike Rainey, which was my daddy's absolute very best friend.
I like Michael.
Mike,
Yeah.
he would send this to Mike every year. He may have sent it to you. Can you see that? I hope you have a Murray Christmas. It's a picture of a Murray lot. His Murray lot.
I'm
Was that
putting
it?
This is going to go on the YouTube part of this
Yeah,
podcast.
we
I'm
gotta
putting
have-
that picture on
We'll
there.
have to show that on the camera. But
Yeah, that was
I
like
hope
a
you
bad
have a Murray
girlfriend to me.
Christmas.
Like, it was just,
Yeah.
and I would like pull up to Jackson and say, "How's Murray doing?" "Oh, man, it's a good tractor. You know what I'm been mowing on that thing." I'm like, "I know. You rubbing it in my face is what you do." I'm like, "I was hoping that son of a bitch would like go to the scrap iron somewhere, and you've been mowing with it for 3 or 4
Shoot.
years."
No. He knew what he was doing,
Butch
Jacob.
knew how to make it go.
He screwed you over on that one.
Oh yeah, but they ran the there was a contest he had on Facebook, and he said it was a little cat that just showed
Yeah,
up,
a little
right?
kitten. Yeah.
Yeah, and he said, "I'm gonna name this.
Name my
I'm
cat.
gonna name the cat. If you get it right, there'll be a prize." And I automatically was like, "My God, I've got to like
Whatever
put
it is,
something
I've
in.
got to win it.
There's no doubt this is gonna be hilarious." Well, I won, because I said name it Murray,
Name it Murray.
your mower.
What was your prize?
My prize was a weekend at Josh Moon's barbecue camp or whatever it is. It was so funny. They gave me, what was it? They had gift cards that wasn't purchased yet to S&S for me to get all the food I wanted.
Gift cards that
And
had
they
not been
would grill
purchased
it.
yet.
And then I was to stay the whole weekend over there.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, and it was called Moon's Resort or something. It was just so funny, you know. And I ended up, I think I asked him about, what about a weekend in the tiny house?
Oh, yeah.
You know, he added
Yeah.
that in there a little extra because he
okay.
said the name meant so much to him or something.
And you know, when he died, that cat was still there.
Really?
And I don't know what happened to it.
Oh.
Sorry, we were dealing with other things. I didn't really take time to care
Wasn't
about
worried
the
about the
cat.
cat, were you?
Really wasn't worried about the cat. I did have someone ask about the cat's well-being, and I was like, I don't care. I don't know, and I don't care.
I
So
hope he's all right.
I'm sure Murray is. He's out there. He's out there, and he's living life.
and
Yeah, he's living his best life. So good. We miss you, Murray.
I do miss him. What's some of your plans coming up? Where are you going? What are we doing? No songwriting.
Do what?
You're not wanting to write any songs.
Well, I just never have tried, really.
You should.
Maybe. What's coming up? We'll be at Pin Seekers in
What's that?
Aniana.
Oh, in Aniana. Okay, Penn
It's
City.
I've never been there, but I think it's like a golf simulation type thing.
Okay. I'd come to that, but I'd probably end up like hitting somebody with a golf ball. I can shank the hell out of one. So yeah. So
Yeah,
Penn
that's-
Seekers, and then you're playing like at Valley Tavern Grill. You're playing.
I'll be at Hanks the week after that.
I've not been to Hanks.
Cute.
What's
You've
that
not been
like?
to Hanks?
No. The Rimbers. That's the old Rimbers, right?
Well, it's, Hanks is the name of the bar, and it's Rumors Deli, so it's just...
Okay. See, I haven't been. I always like their sandwiches, but I have not been.
Well, I was about to say they've got great sandwiches. And,
Yes, they do.
Valley, yeah, we play at Valley. I've played Valley quite a few times. They've got great food.
That place is happening too, isn't it? I mean, like it's. I feel like the tavern is.
Yeah.
Yeah, all
It
this
is.
time, shoulder to shoulder, like it's fun. It looks like a lot of fun.
Karli will tell you a funny story about there.
I will. I'll
a few
tell you
weeks-
a funny story in a
a few weeks ago.
The tavern.
And then after that, I can't quite remember the dates coming up this month, but I think we're back at Cottonfield Bar and Grill in Sneed toward the end of the month, and
Tennessee.
we're back at the Tennessean in Cornersville. Exit 22.
Truck
Yeah.
stop.
Yeah,
truck
awesome
stop.
place. And the Cottonfield, their food is phenomenal. Tennessean
Should've brought a
just
schedule with
got
us.
rebuilt at the first of the year, and they reopened. It's super, super nice. And the people up there are just country folks, just like
Yeah.
around here. Yeah, they just like
I don't have a
people we
schedule.
hang out with here.
That's cool.
Like we're very. Why is this guy? There it is. We're very old school, and we have like
but
a.
it's just too fun.
Yeah, that's what you get.
That's why you put the paper towel in there.
we have like an old school, I printed out calendars and we write the dates in like with a pencil, and we don't have it like on our phones and like have this big like fancy
It's kind of like me with the podcast.
calendar.
honestly.
Yeah, it's.
That's kind of winging it. And I don't really.
I like to put pen or pencil to paper and see it, write it down. If I put it in my phone, it's gone.
Do you like books better than iPads?
Yes.
See,
Yes.
I have to take like personal notes. Like I
Yeah.
just walk around with a
I
notepad.
write lots of things down.
You know, like,
He writes things down. We're old school.
Oh, I'll also be at Jefferson Street Pub again. I was there this past Wednesday. I'll be there again.
where's that at? Where's
It's
that?
in Huntsville. I don't know if you ever heard of Sammy T's Dance Hall, right? Okay.
Yeah.
It's just right next to it. It's
Okay.
actually Sammy T owns both of them.
There's kind of ain't there a little, it's been a long time since I've been out there, but ain't there like a little strip of bars and stuff through there?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think there's a place called Whiskey Bottoms. Is it up there?
Yeah, I think it's right across the road.
Yeah. My nephew was talking about that place today. He said he'd been there and he was like, it's a pretty cool place. So it's, there's like a bunch of like cool little restaurants and
That was
bars
always a
and
fun
stuff.
part of town, like in Huntsville. It's kind of like away. You feel kind of away from Huntsville too. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like kind of on the
It's
outskirts.
also very late hours.
Mhm.
We are also
So-
old and we like to go to bed.
I mean, putting this into reality, like you were like, okay, I got enough songs. I got, people say I'm good. Because I know self-confidence is hard, right? I mean, like even me doing the podcast, I was like
It's
nervous.
It's
scared.
not hard for everybody.
I know. But you know what I'm saying? Like, where was you at? Like, when you said, you know what? I'm fixing to try this. I'm fixing to go out and let everybody. And you have like everybody is like, this dude's awesome. I mean,
Tell the whole story.
yeah, I mean, yeah.
What whole story?
Of how you decided, hey, I want to start playing music.
Yeah, I mean, how's that come up? Like, how are you just like, you know what? What's the first place you booked? Like,
The first place I booked was Hank's in Karli.
okay.
And thankfully, they were not too picky. Because I reckon Karli called and was like, hey, how do you get playing there? And they were like, what day you want? And it was
Not
like,
kidding.
it was like 6
I'm
weeks.
telling people's been looking for local artists.
Yeah.
Like crazy,
But it was it was 6 weeks away from when she called. So I was like, well, we got one on the book. So once we did one, and she recorded some stuff, of me playing, and started messaging other places, and knowing people helps too, because we know the girl that does the booking.
Like a foot in.
Yeah.
Well, Kelsey does the booking at Valley.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I called Kelsey and asked her who does the
So
booking.
able to get right in there.
Mhm.
Cool. Yeah. So you went out to Hank's first. God, you've
But
done
hang
all the
on,
shows.
let's back up though. Let's back up.
What we
To
did, we gonna tell
what?
the Valley Tavern and Grill thing?
Oh no, I didn't mean like stop.
No. I'm doing something else.
Oh, I was gonna tell like what made you want to start playing for the public.
Oh, well, I mean, when I was in my early 20s, I mean, people always said, you should do that, you should do this. And I'm like, well, I'm going to be a dairy farmer. I don't have time. Everybody knows dairy farmers work every day. I didn't have time. And for the 20 years I was in the dairy business, I bet I picked up my guitar maybe 6 times a year. People would be like, hey, bring the guitar tonight and play us a few, stuff like that. I might pick it up occasionally if I was bored.
Spooner.
Spooner was always one, he'll just be like, bring it.
Bring it.
Bring a guitar.
But, we started, probably the most I played was doing Farm Fridays. But I never prepared for anything. Farm Fridays was just something fun.
I think it's more better natural like that.
Yeah.
Myself.
We just wing it.
I mean,
We totally wing it.
It's kind of like here. Y'all showed up. You didn't say, "What are we going to talk about?" Like, I mean, it's just.
Mm-mm.
And sometimes it turned into really good ones. Sometimes they weren't that good. But, it was always a spur of the moment song. Just, I'm going to play it. And if I can't get all the way through it, I don't care. I mean, we're just having fun. But, after I quit milking cows, I don't know, you get thinking, well, what do I want to do? What am I good at? And I thought, hell, why not?
Yeah. Music, I like.
Well, you're not telling the best part of the story.
What's the best part of the story?
Okay, that's what I'm trying to get you. We went somewhere and a guy was playing. I'm not going to name where we were, who the guy was, because I honestly don't remember his name.
Nice place, though.
Well, a very nice place. And this guy was awful. He was awful.
Sound like me singing?
I mean, some things, well, maybe worse.
I think he had you beat.
Yeah, but this guy was awful at a very nice place that's hard to get booked at. Now we know it's hard to get booked at. And Matt was like, I could do that. I was like, shoot, yeah, you can. Sure can. So he went and bought all the equipment and played around with it, got used to singing in a microphone, and
Which was very hard.
Was it really like just?
I had never sung into a microphone.
What, did it bother you? Okay, so like with me, like, okay, I played the guitar a long time ago, right? And that's what sucks. People come out and be like, play this, and I remember a little bit of it, because I probably played 5 times in 5 years, really and truly, maybe. But it was another thing for me where I just fell out of love with it, and I'm like, without music growing up, that's why I got that tattoo.
Oh, I was noticing your tattoo.
Yeah.
is that new?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Which I think
it says where words fail, music speaks.
I think I've seen that before, but I didn't know.
It has. A lot of people's got like the different looking guitar or whatever.
Yeah,
No,
I like
but
that.
I'm a
I think
music-
I've seen it on you before.
Oh, have you? Okay, yeah. But I'm like I don't know, music, I escape in music. Like I really do. Like sometimes it's so funny because Whitney and the kids will get home and I'll be sitting out in the field just watching the chickens.
Mm-hmm.
And I was kind of, I'll have some more music playing or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like music's always been, like without music, I don't know where I'd have been today. Like honestly, it was my parents were divorcing, you know, that kind of stuff. It was like everything's not normal, but I can skate with music. Like I can understand what this dude's saying. Like I hear it, I feel it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, it's good. Like
Is that
you know,
crazy?
no, it's absolutely facts because music can make you happy, or when you're in a good mood, you want to listen to music, or if you're sad, you might want to listen. You know what I'm saying? Like it strikes a nerve.
Well, have you ever thought about, you know, you watch a movie, okay? There's music all through it. Why do you think that is? Because music can affect people's emotions. It can bring you here, it can bring you there.
It takes me where I want.
But you know, you think about it, it's kind of weird that they have music in movies. It's smart, but I mean they should. But it has nothing to do with the plot of what's happening.
Right.
Because music is the one thing that can make people bring them up, bring them down, whatever.
And I'm telling you, I use it like a drug.
Mm-hmm.
Like music is almost like a drug to me.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
I like knowing what the song's about. Like I'm one of those people that's like, what's this about?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I love music. I've always loved music. And I'm from 50 Cent to daggum Zach Bryan.
Snoop Dogg.
Snoop
My
Dogg.
playlist.
I think Snoop Dogg.
Her playlist.
My playlist is all
so
over
all
the place.
over the
Like
place.
his is very predictable, like with what he likes and knows and loves. It's like like Hank and you know like what
Are
else
you a
got
big
on
Hank
there?
guy?
Oh, he loves Hank. I love it.
Say your favorite person. Okay, who's your favorite band? Like, who's your favorite person?
Favorite band, Leonard Skinner in Alabama. Those two.
For sure.
Favorite person, you know, Hank, George Strait.
George Strait never wrote a bad song.
He
Whitney.
never wrote any.
Keith Whitney.
George Strait never wrote any.
Well, he sang them and he
Yeah.
did it good.
But you know, he's the king of. They call him King of Country, and he earned that title. He's the king of charisma. The dude is the smoothest. He just gets up there and he sings, which is what I like.
And he don't age.
He don't age.
That man does not age whatsoever.
Mm-mm.
Go back and watch Pure Country.
Hey, that's one of the best
look at
movies
him
ever.
today.
He's not.
He does not. Like, I don't know what he's doing. By God, he's doing it right, ain't he? I mean, like, George Strait just...
He aged a little, but the dude got better looking the older he got. You see
Some
pictures
people age,
of you
but I
go
ain't
look
lying
at
to you.
pictures of him when he's 20. It's like, well, he's good looking, but you know, and then you look at him when he's
Yeah.
70. He's like, shit. God, it's unbelievable. He's unbelievable.
You always hear women complimenting each other. You know, it's like, man,
Mm-hmm.
Carl, you looking fire tonight or whatever. And like I felt what he just said about George Strait. Because I'm like, George Strait's a good looking man. Really?
Yeah.
I'm not gay. You know, he couldn't sing me to
Not
bed
yet.
or nothing, but like.
Not yet. Not yet. No, maybe a little closet.
But George
That's
Strait,
okay.
He's the man.
not a bad song, dude.
No.
I mean, not at all.
Oh, he's awesome. He looked
He
good.
is.
He looked good.
All right. So when I first met you,
Mm-hmm.
this is fun. This is where the podcast is great.
Uh-oh.
All right. So
I
when I
hope it's nothing
first
embarrassing.
met you, I didn't know about that you could play guitar and sing really well.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know none of that. What I was told was, you don't know that Matt made a full court basketball shot one time?
Oh, Lord.
This is great. I'm telling you, dude, I have dug in.
Oh, good.
Well, you know,
Oh,
that's
this
a
is
claim
good
to
stuff.
fame, man.
To tell.
It is.
I personally do not know anybody that's ever made a full court basketball
Well,
shot.
you do.
Especially
Buzzer beater.
besides you. That's what I'm talking about. You're the only, like a lot of people say, hey, I hit a half court shot. I accidentally kicked a 22-yard field goal in or whatever, but a damn full court basketball
Full
shot.
court, yep.
I want to hear it. I love it. I love shit
All
like
right.
this, man. I got
You-
Lawson,
I'm on.
Oh, Lord. He might need your microphone too.
Lawson Schaefer and them. Yeah, you spin it around.
we
Lawson
go.
Schaefer played at Alabama.
Oh, the guy from Coleman.
Yeah, I
Okay,
guarantee
yeah.
you that dude ain't never made no full court shot.
No, it's
That's rare.
It's
That's
hard to
rare.
do. It's hard to do.
But that was the first thing I heard about you. You got to tell the story.
Remind me, I'll pull it up on my phone because I've got the video on the phone.
We're gonna put it on here on the YouTube.
We'll show it. We'll show it. It's, you know, I'm not just saying this because it was me. It was the most amazing game to ever be at. Okay, so this was in December. It was Friday the 13th, December, 1996. We were playing. I was a senior. We were playing high school ball. We were playing Gunnersville, who was in our area. Gunnersville went on that year. They were awesome. They were really good.
Really good.
They went on to play in the state title game. I think they got beat, but really good team. At one point, I think we were down 13 or 15 points in the third quarter, and we were playing at home.
Yeah.
All right, and we came storming back, and we got pretty close. Toward the end, we were down by 3 points, and it was like 30 seconds left. We had the ball. We were throwing it around, trying to get something going. We couldn't get nothing going. Well, you know, our best player was Matt Baggett. I don't know.
Oh yeah, I know Matt Baggett. Yeah. I like him.
He was out there trying to get something going. He threw up. He was probably 7 feet behind the 3-point line. Threw up this prayer that banked in to tie it. Tied it. There was 6.6 seconds left on the clock. So he tied it like that. So they had 6.6 seconds left to get down the court and do something. They had this little point guard who was a bad son of a gun. I mean, he was fast.
Connecting. Yeah.
They threw it into him. He came flying down the court, drove it in, put up a layup. May have got fouled. They didn't call it. You're not going to end the game. You can't end the game on a cheap foul, you know. The ball came off the backboard, and I turned around and slung it, and it went in, and we won by 3.
And then what happened? What happened after that? Like the whole entire
Everybody stormed the court. Yeah, I'll show you the video. You can put it
no,
up
I'm
there.
gonna put it on YouTube.
dog pile.
Yeah, I got dog piled. My brother and my mom and dad were up in the balcony, and like the tape I have of it was from the home side, so you can see them. And when they started jumping on top of him, my brother was like, oh, and went running, and you know, he went down the stairs to get down there because he's like, my God, they're gonna kill him, you know. And
Yeah.
I was under there, and you know, Kerry Twilley, I'll never forget him. Our heads were beating up against the floor because
Oh.
people kept jumping on. He was like, you son of a bitch, you son of a bitch.
Dude, I mean, like, that is awesome.
Yeah.
Like, who can say they did that?
Not
many
me.
people.
That's comparable to
Not
the kick
me.
six.
That was
It is
fun.
comparable.
It
Fun.
Yeah.
really is in a high school.
Yeah.
That's the same. That's like the kick six.
Yep.
I mean, it really.
It was
is.
a miracle. It was an
It
absolute
was. It
miracle.
was just like.
And then
So you
Fairview
never-
School threw the ball away here a while back.
They threw your ball away.
Yeah, my ball was in the trophy case for several years, but we tried to track it down.
Did y'all find it?
No, a buddy of mine
Did
was a
they do
teacher.
auction it or something?
No, I think they just cleaned out the trophy case and threw it away.
Threw it away.
Hey, somebody's full port.
I mean, he would have liked to have had it.
I'd like to have had that, but
You ain't lying, dude. I would think you would
I mean-
contact the person, like,
Yeah.
anyway.
Not sure.
But yeah, I mean, that's pretty.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
That's bad.
if you've never seen the thing, I guess you have.
I saw the video.
Have you seen it?
It's on my TikTok.
It was.
It's the first TikTok I ever posted.
I come over to like there was some kind of party, and I was talking with you, and I was talking to you, Matt, and I think I had just met you, I think maybe or something at Spooner's, and then they were talking about you playing guitar and all that, and then Karli was like, he hit a full court shot.
I
one
said
time. I'm
Was
like,
it
Don't
me?
sound like her. Usually when
It's
that gets
not
brought
you.
up, she
I
goes,
don't know if it was me.
You did though. You brought it up to me, and I'm like, wait a minute, I gotta hear this. I gotta know this story. Like,
this is
you're talking about a guy that couldn't make a free throw. You know what I mean? So I'm thinking like full court.
Hundo.
Like somebody could have
and
had a
just
gun to my head. I
slinging
could
it.
have had 19 racks of balls, and
You
I
know
would
what?
want to hit the rim.
what was stupid about that night, you know, is I never was the fastest player or anything like that by no means. I could always shoot the ball. You know, shooting threes was my thing. I was going to make at least a couple, you know, during the game, sometimes half a dozen, whatever.
Right? Oh yeah.
That night, I didn't have a single three-pointer until the last second. It was full court shot.
You wasn't trying from far enough.
I guess
Yeah.
I guess not. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, think about all the ones you could have made, dude, if they just threw it in, you'd shot
Okay.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
it's yeah.
Yeah.
Was you the design guy on the play? No, because it come off the backboard, right? So you rebounded
Yeah, I
and
just,
threw it.
it just fell right in my hands, and I just turned around and slung it, and it went.
That is one of the
That's
first
crazy.
things I've ever learned about you.
It's a great video.
I was
Well,
showing
that's
that.
neat.
I showed that to your daddy-in-law not too long ago, a year ago maybe,
Yeah.
and we was at the building supply, and he was like, "Well, who all was on that team?" And I started naming off guys on that team, which you know several of them. And he was like, "Well, my lord, y'all didn't have enough balls to shoot, did you? Y'all had, you know." So, yeah. So I
You
showed
know
it to
Joel
him.
Smith too, right? You know
Yeah, I know
Joel?
Joel.
Okay. One time he was told by his coach to start trying to take some. I reckon Joel was like throwing up some like between 3-point line, half court like shots during warm ups.
That don't sound like Joel.
And Joel, they said, the coach yelled at Joel and said, "You need to be practicing from where you'll be at in the game." And Joel went and sat on the bench and threw one at the game. Not even kidding.
Oh, that's a good
I
story.
know that. I've heard
I've
that
never
story.
heard that.
I've heard that story.
That is so funny.
That's
'cause
hilarious.
That's me, no kidding. They'd be like, "Look, dude, you just make sure
Just
the
shoot
water,
from
where the
where-
water jugs are
Where
full."
you're going to be in the game and go
Yeah.
chuck one up from the bench.
Yes. I was not a basketballer, dude. That's why this full court thing, I'm like, man, that's a long daggone ways,
That's
dude.
a
I mean, a lot of people could throw football that far.
What, 74, 75 feet,
It's
something
a
like
long ways, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, they always wanted me like to, my jersey or whatever, I'd go in at halftime and I'd swap jerseys with someone that's really good that was in foul trouble.
that. There you go.
Yeah, so I actually scored a lot of points. But it wasn't me in the jersey.
Would you really?
No.
Oh, I was like, isn't that illegal? I'm a rule follower, Jacob.
You know,
Sorry.
it's like 20 seconds. It's like 20 seconds left in the game. We're down by 54. Hey, Jacob, you want to play? It's like, not really, dude. Not at this point, you know?
Not at this point.
Yeah, because I'm going to go out here and throw some kind of like three-pointer up, and they're about, this is the guy that thinks he can save the game. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. You want to be the
So
hero.
I chose to sit on.
It's down by 50.
54.
20 seconds.
Get in there. It's your,
Get in there.
It's your time to shine, brother.
Closer. Yes, and they're like, either we would be winning by like 54 or losing by like 58. And they would be like, Gibbs.
That's
And
Your
I'm just
time.
sitting there on the end like, somebody signing honey? And they're like, yeah, come here for a minute. You know, I'd still have like on my warm-up and stuff. You know, I didn't have to worry about taking that off. You know what I'm saying? Because it kind of gets cold in the gym if
Sure.
you're not playing.
Well, it didn't back when we were younger, but it does now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. They got air conditioners now.
Oh, I was cold in there. I was like, I'm gonna leave my warm-up jersey.
Yeah.
on.
Well, this is in the wintertime.
Oh, sure, that's right. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. The doors are probably open on Felton C. Easterwood Gym. Yeah, yeah.
Probably so.
Oh, that's funny.
Golly, this has been some fun stuff. Let's see, what else I got?
This is my line of sight. It is.
Wow.
You
That's
ain't got
it?
nothing else?
No,
That's all
this is
you've
where it gets
got?
fun. This is where it gets fun.
Oh, we're going off script.
We are going off.
We're going off script.
We're going road.
We are, yeah. We are 43 minutes in. We're
Holy
outside.
crap! It's going by fast.
That has gone by fast.
Yeah,
Like
it's
10.
satisfying, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
So what other hobbies y'all have?
Oh Lord.
Karli likes to complain a lot.
Shut up.
I paused it for a minute. I gotta pee. Now we're back. Drain it. Are you going to a concert in a couple of weeks?
Am I going to a concert? Oh.
Yes, she is.
I don't know if I'd call it a concert or if I would call it reuniting with the love of my life, Joey McIntyre. Some of you listeners may know him from the New Kids on the Block. Me and my sister used to fight
No.
over who loves Joey McIntyre the most. I'm going to New Kids on the freaking block.
How old is this guy?
I'm sorry, he's only like 6 or 7 years older than me now. Or not he's always
That's
been.
so crazy.
But
I
he's-
mean, like New Kids on the Block. I actually got a tape of them.
Mm-hmm.
Still.
Mm-hmm.
That's in some of the box I got.
Me and Randa, I call her Sissy because she's
Yeah,
my
your
sister, and I always call her
yeah.
Sissy. But
There's gonna be some
me and
trouble
Sissy
there,
are
too.
going to New Kids on the Block in Franklin, Tennessee, the First Bank Amphitheater.
Is that the only original guy?
No, they're all
They're all back
we got
together?
Danny, Donnie, Jordan, John, and Joe are all
That's
going
a
to
lot
be
of
there.
J's. I mean, you know?
Yeah,
That's so
yeah.
many J's.
They're the five hardest working kids in show business. That's how the look. This is what's so funny about it is because shut up, Matt. Shut up.
So bad. It's so bad. Okay.
No, look. Okay, the very first concert I ever went to was
Yes.
New Kids on the Block.
Yeah. All right, sing a song.
Then it was Alan
I want to
Jackson.
hear a song. I want to hear some singing.
Like hanging tough or like what do you want to hear?
Hanging Tough. Backstreet's Back.
That's Backstreet
Oh,
Boys.
yeah.
All right.
I
So
can see
anyway,
how you get
listen.
confused.
Let me finish the story.
I don't know what song.
That was the first concert I ever went to, and it was look. I wish I've got to find this picture.
How old are you?
It was I'm probably 8, 9, 10 maybe. You know, it was probably 1989.
Birmingham.
Yeah, so I was 9 years old, and I'm at New Kids on the Block. Guess who else was there? Butch and Robin took me and Randa to see New Kids on the Block. My daddy was
Butchie
miserable.
went.
He was miserable, Jacob. And there's a picture of him
I can see him.
sitting in the seat. There's a picture of him sitting in the seat, and he's just like this. Like he is hand in his head, miserable. But he did that for his girls.
The love of his
Yeah,
daughters.
the love
Yes.
of his daughters. So he
Yes.
took us Kids on the Block. So when we found out, we bought these tickets before Christmas last year.
I hope one of them don't die before.
Hey, they ain't
I'm
old enough.
kidding.
They ain't old enough. Hey, we went and saw the Eagles, and we had the same
I
thought.
fell asleep during the Eagles.
What?
Yes.
Blasphemy!
Joe
Blasphemy.
Walsh was the only thing that kept me up.
You're insane.
I'm
Blasphemer.
telling you right now. It was the Hell Freezes Over tour.
Oh gosh, that was a long
That
time
was a
ago.
good one, too.
It was
That
their
was a-
farewell deal or whatever. I
Yeah,
camped out and got tickets,
yeah.
and I was in the nosebleed. The strongest damn binoculars in the world would not have been able to see those folks.
Well,
Man.
Serious.
well, that's what I was going to talk about this earlier. Whenever he was talking about being at Rumors or Hanks on July 17th, I was going to say I'm not going to be there because I'm going to be at New Kids on the Block
Are
trying
you
to
giving her a
reunite
hall
with
pass
the
for that
action.
or anything?
She goes to every show that I have, you know, and
Yeah.
so she won't be at that one.
Dude, I'm going to have to come be your manager.
There's
You're
only-
gonna- I'm gonna need somebody.
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
be
need
there.
somebody.
I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna come.
There's only one. Don't come on the night I'm not there. I don't want
Well,
anybody to
crap.
go to that show. I'm just kidding.
You always try to dance on me.
What?
You always try to dance on me.
I do try to dance on you.
It'll be a slow song. It's
I'm
like, this ain't even the butt like bouncing. It's like
I'm
go
twerking.
lyrics.
I'm twerking.
I'm kidding.
I'm the best at twerking. I think. Millie's gonna watch this and be like, Mom, you are so embarrassing.
Best concert ever. New Kids on the Block.
Best ever. And so when they introduce them, you know, they're like, they say all their names and they say they're the 5 hardest working kids in show business. And
See, I
it's
would
true.
never know that. You wouldn't.
I
Oh,
would
it
never know
was.
that.
I
I
mean,
would
like
never.
I can't think of like a. I'm trying to think of one of their freaking
Oh
songs.
my god.
Beastie Boys is something's going on
oh.
That's hanging tough.
Oh,
Oh, the right.
the right stuff. All right, you know that.
here. You've got a good
you know,
voice too.
you know how I know
so
your
you
game?
sing
Did you
too,
do that?
right? No,
I
Oh,
sing with him. I sing harmony.
but
Right.
you sing good.
so we recently got her a microphone because she would try to do harmonies with me in my microphone. It didn't work out very well.
Well, it's kind of hard to,
Yeah. So we got her a microphone. We got it a couple weeks ago, and once or twice since then she's sang one song with me and harmonized.
What do you
You want
get?
to tell my story?
What's your go-to?
We usually do Deep River Woman, and I was asked recently, is that the only one that you know?
Lionel Richie in Alabama.
Oh yeah.
Really?
What about some Gypsy by Fleetwood Mac?
Oh, I don't even know that song. I mean, I've heard it, but like I don't know all the
See,
words
that's the
to
kind
it.
of stuff like people come in and I've always got earphones in at the door shop, and whatever mood I'm in, that's what I'm listening to. I might listen to Gypsy
Frozen.
over and over.
Listen to the Frozen
and over.
soundtrack a lot.
Frozen.
Let it go. Do you let it go,
Let
Jacob?
it go. Sometimes when I'm in the bathroom, the kids are beating on the door, and I got the door locked, so that's my only privacy. I'll start singing, let it go, let it go. This butthole can't hold it no more. I'm serious. I
Oh,
really
Lord.
do.
Matt's going to be singing that
I
all
really
now.
do. Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
song, man. And I ain't even got it like copyright or anything, so you can copy it.
Yeah.
All right, well, you didn't give me it. You didn't
Intellectual
give me an
property
idea.
up for grabs.
Does that song not sound like it's like from a
Right
farm?
down.
Yeah, let it go.
Right down. I'm gonna jot down some ideas.
But no, look, the first time, I think it was the first time I got up there and sang with you, or the first time I got up there and sang with you at Valley.
Oh,
Okay, I'm going to tell this story.
this is a good story.
It's
But
good
you're
story.
not embarrassed. You don't get embarrassed. So, I mean,
That's the
you-
only thing that embarrasses me or that makes me nervous
Singing?
is singing in front of people. Like
Really?
I can get on a microphone, sit up there and read you a short story, a Dr. Seuss book, or whatever you want to hear.
Have you ever had troubles with like public speaking? Or anything?
No, gosh, no.
I know because you're always so.
Yeah,
This is
yeah.
Butch.
But like
Junior, I'm
singing.
telling you.
Yes.
Singing,
it is.
I just don't like. I'm afraid I'm gonna mess up and look stupid. That's the
People
only
don't
reason why it
notice
makes me
it.
nervous.
They don't.
They
notice it.
well, I do. So
You
okay,
do.
so I get up there and I sing with Matt, and we're killing it on Deep River Woman, but we're sharing a microphone, so it's not even
I'm trying to
like
think
full
of what
potential.
song that
Deep River Woman.
Lord, I'm coming home to
is.
you.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
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 Good
So
song.
Yeah.
Alabama Lionel Richie like harmonies or
I
like
gotta listen.
eagle
I
level.
wanna pull that
Okay,
one
so
out.
This is good.
I sang that song with him. He saw it before I did, but he said this one guy comes in there just like starry eyed, like he was the heart eye emoji. You know what I mean? So he comes in there stumbling after we finish the song, and goes up to the bar, comes back to me and Matt, toward me and Matt, and he has 2 shots of Crown. Well,
Do you take
like
them?
it's
Do you
not.
take them whenever
Well, just
you do
it's
them?
not
Okay, sorry,
unusual.
okay,
It's not unusual for somebody to buy a
I'm one of
drink
those
or something
people.
like that after
I'm like, here's a-
when he sings.
you know?
So Matt's thinking, oh my gosh, these are for me and Karli because we just totally nailed that song. No, it was for me and that guy. And he handed it to me, and he said, I said, what is this for? And he said, because you're beautiful. And I said, yes, I am. And I love you. And I may leave my husband for you now. Because I'm beautiful. That's exactly, I don't know how to spell that, but I'm beautiful.
Yeah,
Did he ask you to sing Hotel California?
No, but he was a straight white dude. That,
Oh, man.
like he was
He
just
said accent.
hammer. No, he was
Oh,
hammered.
Yeah.
He said, "I'm
golly.
beautiful," in his drunk voice. So
I've probably done some of that kind of stuff. That
This
we-
guy, he-
That's why she's like, oh, you so good looking.
So he ended up like getting kicked out that night trying to fight everybody in the parking lot. And, but I'm just
He was
telling.
gonna win you over.
I'm
by
telling
showing
everybody
you.
he's just misunderstood. He doesn't have problems. He's just misunderstood. And I don't know his name,
He had too many.
but I love him. I'm in love with him because he said,
beautiful
"You
girl,
be
guy comes
beautiful.
back around.
I'm beautiful."
That was it.
If
That
he
was a
comes
good
back
story.
around,
That's
I'm bringing
that's
him
one
on
of the
this
best
podcast.
things that's happened since he has started singing.
Oh man. Yeah. Oh yeah.
How was the crown? Was it apple or regular?
I didn't take it.
You didn't drink it? Oh yeah, no, I
No.
probably wouldn't either. You can't trust people
5
these
minutes
days.
after he, you beautiful. He sat on a table, knocked it over. Drinks went everywhere, all
Yeah,
over
I
the
think
floor.
that's where he spilled my crown.
And so the women that were working there come over there and like they're trying to kick him. They're kicking him out. Well, his stubborn ass is like, he don't want to go. And so he's like, Well, he gets outside in the parking lot and everybody's out there on the patio and he's down in the parking lot, just like, what? I'll fire what? So clearly this guy's judgment is fantastic.
Shut up. All right,
He,
let's
That was
he thought he was gonna steal you by whipping everybody.
And he would
out.
have if they hadn't kicked him out. They didn't even give me a chance, Jacob, to get
You
to know this guy.
Beautiful guy.
I'm beautiful.
I will bring you on the podcast.
He probably wouldn't even remember. I bet the.
Did you show him your feet?
No, I should have. Dang it. I bet the girls at the tavern know his name and we can find him.
It would be so funny to come back on this podcast, man.
Yeah, I bet he'd be like, I was wrong. She's not. My judgment was impaired. I retract that
The
statement.
beer goggles.
She is in fact not beautiful.
Beer.
Yeah, she is in fact just a regular looking gal. So, but
I
that
am
was
your
the funniest
friend,
thing.
so I'm gonna tell you, you're very pretty.
Oh, you're
and
pretty
you've
too,
always
Jacob.
been really
Thank
hilarious.
you.
Like,
Thank you.
Yeah, like
Pretty
mine and your
and
relationship's not one of those ones that's like, hey Karli, how you doing? It's more like, hey, you got a booger in your nose. it's like, do I really?
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, what are you
know?
doing, you piece of crap? That's.
Yeah, I only read your text.
Well,
and
I've
gay
known
voice.
you my
Yeah,
whole life.
absolutely.
Like,
there's no doubt.
There's
Like,
never a
yeah.
time I didn't know you and our daddies were friends.
Uh-huh.
Like your daddy graduated like a year or two behind my daddy, but they were friends and they got into a lot of mischief together.
Oh,
You need to have Gary Gibbs on here. You don't have Gary Gibbs on here.
I have not.
Oh,
I
you need to have some Gary on here
I really do.
and talk about some crazy days back in the 70s.
Oh, they used to put several people in the trunk of the car and go to the drag strip.
The drag strip.
And like
Yeah.
run them down the track.
No,
Oh,
but
or
they,
just
they
sneak
were
them in.
trying to
Sneak
get
'em
Oh,
in.
in
I was
cheaper.
like, oh my god.
They were trying to get in cheaper.
Sneak them in like
Oh,
a drive-thru.
right. Like a
a
drive-in.
A
And
drive-in.
my daddy had
Gotcha.
said he would pull up and it would be him and like another person and they could hear the people talking in the trunk about don't breathe so hard.
Probably lack of oxygen.
Like that was the old Tommy cars, you know?
Yeah, well, they had a big trunk.
Big old trunk.
Hope you got a big
Hope you
trunk.
got it.
Hope you got a big trunk. Because I'm going to put my bike in it.
That's right.
Y'all seen the 40-year-old virgin? Yeah?
Yes, I saw that.
Hope you got a
movie.
big
So
trunk
great.
because I'm going to put my bike in it. Well,
Y'all are a lot of fun though. Y'all, I mean, I could tell like anytime y'all are together, there's no tension. Like that.
No.
I just feel like both of y'all are y'all are very good for each other because you're a little more quieter. I feel like
mm-hmm.
she's louder. And I just feel like, but y'all are very supportive of each other. I can like tell.
We're best friends.
Yeah,
He's my
and you-
best good friend.
Yeah, and you brag on him like it's like.
I know.
"It's my
I'm
freaking
so
husband.
proud of him.
His son, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He don't have to worry about no girls looking at him in the night.
Oh, well, let's, you know,
Do we-
it's,
yeah.
we ain't got to worry about him, but, you know,
He's been
like,
head on.
well, no, he's not been hit on. Have you been hit on? I don't think he's been hit on, but I'm sure it's
But
coming.
y'all
and I
are
would
very
too.
supportive.
Oh,
of each
well, no,
other.
here's-
Like,
He didn't get hit
I
on,
love
like, in
this.
person, but we were at the Tennessean a couple of weeks
Oh.
ago, and, you know, I have, like, Venmo and Cash App, like, the QR codes printed out to put on tables.
Mhm.
Well, one of the waitresses came to me and was like, hey, people downstairs are asking for his Venmo if he has Venmo. I was like, sure. So I gave him one of those, or 3 of those papers. I was like, here, just take them downstairs. I'm sorry, I called it a waitress, waiter, or bartender, the head bartender. So he brought him back up to me and said they sent him back when they found out he wasn't single. They were going to tip him if he was single. But since he's not single, they didn't tip him.
See, I think that's.
And I wanted to go down there and meet them because I thought it was hilarious. I was like, I've got to go meet these girls.
You're like.
they were
"I'm
like,
Hudd's-
no, don't
I'm
embarrass
Hudd's
him.
Baby mama, damn it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
right.
yeah.
That's
Hey, that's another thing that we need to tell these listeners about
Yeah,
is,
let's hear it.
is about our kids and how close we had them in age. Or how close they were in
Y'all
age.
do. Y'all have 3 kids within a year.
11 and a half months.
Girl,
Girl,
you was
Girl.
pregnant more than you wasn't.
I know. I was pregnant 18 out of 21 months.
And there's a funny thing you say sometimes. What did you put on Father's Day on the post?
Oh, was that Matt's such a good daddy that I'm not even mad that he knocked me up twice in 1 year. I'm not
One
mad.
time with twins, right?
Yeah, oh,
So
we
3
had one.
kids,
We had
11
one in January of 2009, and then the next January, 2 weeks before he turned 1, we had twins. So
That's the kind of stuff that I love.
Yeah.
I love seeing that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
It's like,
and somehow we're still sane. Yeah, somehow we're still sane. But now it's great.
That was rough for a while. It's good now.
dude, kids, man, kids are a lot of work.
What? Who told you
We
that?
don't even know.
I love. Look at this room, dude.
Yeah.
We ran around here like picking up like unbelievable, and it's still
Why?
us.
Why would you ever pick up for us?
You can only talk like that when you're around other parents. Like when you're around people who don't have
Oh,
kids, you
yeah.
have to be like, have kids. It's
Have a
great.
bunch of them.
That's how they sucker you in.
Yeah.
That's how they sucker you. Have a bunch of kids, they said. It'll be great. It's so rewarding. No, it really is.
We
I want
love
macaroni
our
and cheese.
kids. We love our kids.
It's like I want mac and cheese. Oh man, we got no Paw Patrol. We might have Paw Patrol macaroni and cheese. I want Paw Patrol. I don't like that Velveeta. Well, that's the only thing we got. Okay, I'll take it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Mm-hmm.
God love them. I wouldn't trade for nothing.
I don't know. I might trade mine for some. But depends on what it was.
If the price is right.
Yeah, I mean, most days I keep them, but some days I trade them. But no, there was about 5 years there. Well, and I'm sorry for saying this because I wasn't going to say anything like this on camera. When they started popping their own asses, that's when life got easier.
Yes, it is. It
So-
really is.
There was about 4
You're connecting
five-
with other parents.
yeah, 4 or 5
they're
years
like,
there.
"Oh, this ain't bad."
where I
You can
blacked
say
out.
this.
I
Yeah.
don't remember, we got up and it was just like a baby factory every day. I think one time we did the numbers, or kind of estimated the numbers, and I think between all 3 of them, we've changed around 10,000 plus diapers with just our 3 kids. You know, we just kind of estimated how many each one went through every day.
So
times.
you say 4 years
Yeah.
for sure.
There was a whole formula there. And
Well, you know,
like 3 diapers a day, especially when a baby. Because
we lived in a sea of diapers.
see.
It was a sea of diapers. But
Really,
it lasted for 3.5 years, whatever it was.
it does.
And it was over.
It was done.
And so, like, if you space your kids out 4 years, or 3 years, whatever. Say you space your kids out 3 years, you live a solid decade with one in diapers. We did it in 3.
Yeah.
Then we're done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you
But
also.
it was rough. It was rough for it. That few years was bad.
And you also have to, take into account that I got pregnant with Bo 9 months after we were married. So, we got married, had a kid, had 2 more, done. And we still, I'm telling you, and we still like each other to this day.
Y'all do. I can
She's
tell
okay.
y'all's chemistry is great.
She's all right.
y'all are-
He's my favorite person. And I don't,
She's okay.
I don't even mean that to be mushy or gross, but he's my favorite person. I also
Okay.
would put a pillow over his face when he's asleep at
Sometimes
night.
you
I
wanna
would.
kill him
I would.
sometimes. You're like,
Sometimes
where am
I
I
would.
going to put the body?
Yeah. I would
Keep
want
him
to keep it
calm.
with me because I love him so much.
You want
But
to call
I
me?
would kill
I watched a
him
lot of first
sometimes.
48 hours.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
First 48.
Mhm.
Oh Lord, if you ever go missing, they're gonna subpoena this podcast.
No, I'll take it down before all that happens.
There you go. Smell.
Thanks, Jacob.
Weeks.
We've known each other a long time.
Good thing.
You're a real one. You're a real one.
If you call me and say, hey, I'm thinking about killing man, I'd be like,
Where we hiding the body?
where are you mad at? Because I know this is some bullshit you're trying to get me caught up in.
Yeah.
You're wanting me to tell you how we're going to dispose of the body.
No.
I thought you say those things are like, we're going to go do some sketchy stuff. Who's driving?
Yeah. Whose car we
Who's
take?
driving?
Whose car we take?
You don't ask much questions. Just am I driving or are you?
Yeah.
I
So
remember going to Gunnersville, and it'd be some of my buddies. We would walk into Gunnersville, like one of the beer stores,
Oh,
see how much their wrist of shit cost. You know, we got $9, $8.99, 10, 20, 30. What do you want? They'd be like, well, I don't know, man. I might take some of that Mad Dog beer or whatever. it was.
oh, that Mad Dog
Do
2020.
y'all remember
That was the
that?
worst. I never drank
and
it.
then
because-
somebody would go back in and see
That was a
that. It'd
good
be like
call.
$5.99 for like a 6-pack, and it was like, we need $48, and then we'll give the guy 10 when he gets back to the vehicle. Do y'all remember those days?
Sure, but I never had to do
It's been a
that.
long time ago.
Dude, I remember pulling up to Paul's or Pier 69 so many times and being like, be parking lot scoping.
Pier 69 was around then?
Yeah, it was
Well,
called,
or it was-
called Ken's Cooler.
Ken's Cooler. That's across the road.
Pier 69 is on the left.
Okay, yeah, so it was Ken's
Yeah.
Cooler. Ken's
Right,
Cooler,
Ken's
where,
Cooler.
where Paul's got it now.
You know,
Yeah,
a lot of
yeah.
people went to Warrior too.
Yeah, and I would sit, but Gunnersville always had the best luck. It was like people coming off the lake that were already drunk, you know?
Did you know that the MD does not stand for Mad Dog?
No.
Yeah.
It stands for, I don't even know what it is, but it's something off, it's totally off the
Really?
wall.
Like something that doesn't have anything like
It's-
to do with the.
Yeah, it ain't Mad Dog, that's all I know. It's like,
That's what everybody called it.
I don't know, it's just what everybody called it. But I always thought it was Mad Dog. or
Everybody
Mad Dog.
did.
It stands for something.
But I remember like scarping or like parking lot escape. I'd be like,
Does that look like a cop? Does that look like a
that
cop?
dude. I think that dude. I think that dude will sell it. I think that dude will buy some liquor. You know, so then you give him the $48 or whatever, and he's like, "Well, y'all just want me to get a gallon of Aristocrat." You know what? That'll work.
That makes more- that makes more sense,
Mad
Kyle.
Dogs or whatever. You
That
know.
guy was resourceful,
was
and he was
making
like, "Let's get the
bank on
most for your
us.
money."
Yeah, he was making bank on us
You're
because
lucky
he was
you didn't
thinking I
take your
could
money and leave.
That's what I would
we would
do.
give him the $48. He come back out. Well, I was calculating it. You know, I'm an alcoholic, so this gallon's gonna actually be more than what y'all ordered, plus the 6-pack of Mad Dog. Don't worry about that tip, because I know he just went in there for like $22.
Yeah.
He
Good.
got his shit bought.
Oh yeah, he did.
Oh, yeah.
I would have took it and left. I can honestly say I never ever camped out outside a beer store and asked somebody to.
Have you
But
not?
no,
It's so
no.
sketchy.
No.
It's so weird.
Well,
People walk by
girls, you know,
Yeah, no, girls.
and-
fine.
you know, having Butch and Robin as parents, it was like, you don't do that stuff. Like that's girls are more likely
Believe it
to
or
be
not.
abducted.
I was a very mischievous kid.
What?
Like, I was-
This is brand new information.
Yeah, I was very mischievous. People tell me, they're like, you wasn't that bad. You were just really mischievous. Because one time I went on this camping trip with a church group to North Carolina, and we set up the tent and everything. I brought 3 packs of cigarettes. I'll never forget. I was like 14, and we're in the tent, and I'm smoking one of these cigarettes, you know, whatever. They got the campfire going, whatever. And the counselor guy comes up and he opens up my tent and he goes, "It's not on fire in here, is it?" I was like, "No, man," because I still had that cigarette. I couldn't do nothing with it.
Oh,
You know?
no.
I was thumping ashes in my fingers. in my
Tongue.
You put it out on your tongue, man.
And he was
You
like,
ate it.
"Give me the cigarettes." I gave them to him. And I just remember staying up later than everybody else so I could smoke some cigarettes before I went to bed. Like, no kidding.
You partied hard, dude.
You
Dude, I was
party
like-
hard.
I was a 14-year-old baller.
Hey,
14,
listen,
hey,
I smoked cigarettes for a long time, and
You ever miss it?
no, I don't now.
You don't at all?
Every now and then I'll get a whiff of one and I'll be like, that kind of smells good. Then I'll get a whiff of one and I'll be like, God, it smells like crap.
It sucks because it's
Yeah.
like, they
Yeah.
I don't know.
Andy Griffith makes a cigarette look healthy. It makes Andy
How many would he
Griffith
smoke in a week?
on the show. He might just smoke one every so often
I
though.
know.
That's what I'm saying though.
That's
Not
the
me.
guy
Is
that would, like,
Nobody can make a cigarette look as good as Andy Griffith can.
that is no lie. Like, that is like,
He sits out there after Aunt Bee's cooked supper and smokes that cigarette on the front porch, and it looks delicious.
Do you know him and Aunt B hated each other?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my!
Ain't
Look,
that crazy?
fun fact: my mother,
I hated Aunt Betty.
Robin.
You hated Aunt B?
I did. I
He
hated
didn't
it.
like
Shoot,
her.
I thought she was like the sweetest old lady on the.
Robin is like a Andy Griffith trivia like
I love Aunt
savant.
Griffith too, yeah.
She is. They went. Her and Daddy one year went to. Where is it? If they're in North Carolina, Raleigh. They went to North
Yeah,
Carolina.
And it's not.
But she is like a serious, like, she knows all the trivia or like all the little fun facts about Andy Griffith.
You know, Otis was the only one that was not married.
Like in real life?
Oh wait, no, whoa,
No.
whoa, 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 sorry, let me back that up.
You said that
Otis
wrong.
was the only one that was married.
Why do you think Mayberry was so happy?
Because nobody was married besides Otis, and he was the drunk.
Yeah. Well, there was
It's
that
true.
one.
It is
There was
very
that one
true.
episode, which those were not regulars on the show, but that's like, "Good morning, honey.
Is that
Good
the ones
morning, dear."
where they got to fighting?
Yes.
Yes.
And whenever he started like getting them
Yeah.
along, they didn't like each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how me and Matt. Yeah, that's
No,
how.
no, when
That's
they-
how come we work so well.
When he
It's like,
when he
she's
worked
not throwing
with
a plate. She don't love me.
he worked with them on getting along with each other, and when they got along with each other, they treated everybody else like crap.
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
Yes.
so in other words, they were happier when they were fighting.
Yeah. Yeah. So.
I'm not that way.
Favorite
No,
episode.
we're not.
Very favorite episode of Andy Griffith.
Oh
Oh,
gosh.
I mean,
Oh.
like, okay, well, you could do it like 2 of them or something, maybe, but I mean, like your absolute.
So many.
I'll think of. You want me to tell you mine,
I think-
maybe to refresh you on something?
The first appearance of Ernest T. Bass.
Do you know
And-
he was only
and-
like 3?
Yeah, he wasn't into me.
Man,
I think he was a handful, maybe 5 or something. Yeah,
He
but the
wrote
first one,
other stuff.
you know, when they went up to the mountains to protect him from crashing the wedding, and he's throwing rocks through the wedding, and which is also when you meet the darling.
Barney is in the.
Barney wears the wedding dress.
Yeah.
Barney's in the.
Only like-
dress.
Old Man Kelsey's Ocean.
Oh,
Old
I
Man
love
Kelsey's
that.
River.
I
Yeah.
say
We
that all
love
the time.
that. We love.
Where y'all going on vacation? We're going to Old Man Kelsey's Ocean.
That's otherwise known as the beach.
To the beach.
Yeah. So.
My
Yeah.
absolute favorite episode is when Opie hits the ball into the old haunted house through the door. Do y'all remember that? Or the window?
I've seen them all 100 times.
And they get in there, and Otis has cut out the eyes in that picture above the fireplace.
Otis
So
is
he's
his,
looking around or whatever.
Oh yeah, because that's where their steel is.
yeah, his moonshine.
Yeah.
Him and his moonshine.
Barney's like, Opie, don't be scared. Go get that ball, son. Just go in there and get it. You got to face your fears. You remember that?
Yep.
And Opie says, I don't know, that place is haunted. And then Andy says, I tell you what, Barney, you take him over and y'all go get the ball. And Barney says, Andy, I ain't going over, that place is haunted. Golly, that is so funny. And the
good.
moonshine, where the sisters are making the moonshine
Oh, that's
for
funny,
the
too.
holidays.
It's,
Yes.
it's their magic flowers. They got a
Yeah.
National Potato Week.
yeah.
Yes, that's a good
National Bastille Day.
Andy Griffith, though, you know, his person, this is so funny, this is why I love podcasting, we have drifted way, and it's
Oh
funny.
yeah.
People are learning, you know, whatever, but I mean, Andy Griffith was the smartest human being ever as like a TV person, I feel like. Like, he knew a way to solve every problem, whether it was making somebody that...
It was with lies. If you look back at the show, tell me I'm wrong. Look, I love Andy. He solved every problem with a lie. Mic drop.
While she is correct on that, but there is so many life lessons. So many life lessons to learn.
Oh, yeah.
You know, do unto others. You know, if you don't treat people how you want to be treated,
Yes.
which
I
I
really
think is
feel
like,
like that show, like, embedded some things into me where I'm like,
oh sure,
I'm actually a better person because I mean,
Well, and
because
speaking
I can turn a
of,
shitty situation into something okay
yeah,
by using the people.
the episode of Mr. McBeady was
Ah.
the one where the best line, one of the best lines was, you know, kids will grab onto the first shiny thing that they see. What is it? What is
No,
it? It
that-
says.
that wasn't the McBeady one. That was the one where
Is that the little boy that was spoiled?
Oh yeah, that wasn't the Mr.
no,
McBeady
that was
one.
the one where the guy from
Beverly Hillbillies.
Beverly Hillbillies was on there, and he's a basically a loafer or a tramp or whatever, and he gets to buddy up with Opie.
Oh,
That's
I
what
know.
it is.
Peter Pan. It's like Peter Pan or something, or where he's stealing the pie and stuff.
No, what was it?
Okay,
yeah.
I'm sorry. Nick.
Yeah, he was.
No,
he was
that's a different one. There's a different tramp.
Okay, it's not the.
But this is the one. It's the guy
Patula
that
and
plays.
Olengala. This ain't that one.
No,
Where the guy had the Patula and Olengala.
no, that was a different.
Yeah.
That was a different bum. This was the Beverly Hillbillies guy, and you know he would like they hired him to paint the house. Well, he didn't paint it. He was like, then you know I need to go fishing, so he just dropped everything and went fishing. And so Opie got to doing the same thing. You know, he wasn't doing his chores and everything, and so the bum was like, you know, why don't you let him decide? And Andy was like, no, it don't work that way. You know, kids will grab the first shiny thing
That's what it
that
was.
comes along.
Yeah. That's one of the best lines of the
So
show.
many great episodes.
It may all be lies, but I'm telling you, it's like so. That show is so good.
Yeah.
Well, Andy was always, you know, lying and bending the truth for the greater good.
Yeah.
It was always
like
for the greater good.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I can tell it's a little white lie because it's going to make things turn out positive. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, Andy Griffith hater.
I'm not a hater.
Really?
I'm not a hater. I'm a realist. Everybody was like, oh, Andy solved all the problems with lies.
All right, well, that's going to be the end of this show.
Okay. Again,
Y'all
you might get
enjoyed it.
canceled, Jacob.
So mad right now.
I hope you get hate mail.
I got this thing set up where they send me messages.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like in real time or like?
Oh, no, like once I posted or whatever,
Oh,
somebody messaged me.
Oh.
Messaged me, yeah. I
That's
picked
right,
up
we're
some
not lying.
friends. I picked up some friends from Illinois. My boy Dylan Smith is, I guarantee, well, I don't know, they may be in a drought. That's the best lawnmower man you've ever liked. Your dad worked on lawnmowers. Your dad and this dude would connect.
Yes.
I'm talking about
My
like
daddy
crazy.
was-
That's
well,
all he thinks.
My daddy was a small engine
He
genius.
loves mowing. He's the best mower in the country.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was a small engine genius.
He really was.
He did. He knew everything about him.
God. And I'm going to, okay, so let's get into this before we stop, but I know this has been a lot about that, but I want people to know y'all. You know what I'm saying? Butch was a big part of my life because Butch always, I feel like he sent me some stuff a lot of times when I was like, I needed this laugh today. You know
Or
what I'm
maybe
saying?
it's extremely inappropriate.
Yeah.
Not the right time, Butch.
Yes.
Yeah.
But he would, he always kept a Bible in his pocket. And he was probably the most knowledgeable man that was very familiar with the Bible. I mean, like, he could spit it, couldn't he?
He's when we were younger, he studied it. I mean, just all the time, and he knew it. And you know, not to get too religious on here, but even the devil knows the Bible. So don't always listen to somebody just because they can quote the Bible cover to cover.
Right.
But he studied it, and he believed it, and he knew it. But he also had a joke that he said, when he's reading his Bible, he'll just rip out the pages that don't apply to him and move on. He'll rip those pages out and throw them away. And so, but he knew it.
He did.
And
I did. I always loved coming up there, and he'd come out from underneath the mower where he had that thing picked up on like a come along. And he'd stand up and he'd say, I got her cut, and you know what's the biggest problem? What's that? Trying to mow too fast. I think that's what you're trying to do. Trying to mow too
never
fast.
mow fast. He's a
these
slow mower.
mowers, they're
You're gonna burn up a belt if you mow too fast. You're gonna burn up a belt.
I mean, everybody wants your yard to look like a golf course, but if it starts looking like a field, you can't just turn it into a golf course.
Yeah, no, I burned up so many belts, and he gets so mad at me.
Yep.
He did. I mean, like,
Yeah, he would get very mad at me, but yeah.
Yeah.
He knew small engines, and he knew them well.
This generator, I can still go there and cry.
You gotta do that thing, man.
Girl, you ain't kidding. When I seen that thing on there, I knew for sure when Jack Scott was coming to get it, I was buying
probably
that shit
blind.
out
Yeah,
from
Jack.
underneath him. I was
Yeah.
buying it out from underneath him.
Jack, he come and hung out with us that day, was selling all that stuff,
Yeah.
but you got a deal on that thing, man.
Jack,
I'm glad you got it though.
Jack's mad at me.
Wow.
We're not speaking right now, actually.
Oh, Jack.
Mm,
What'd you do, Jack?
no, I sent him
I
a
know
picture
it's
of
you.
the Dave and Buster's token and asked him how much he thought it was worth.
Oh, God.
Yeah, so,
Jack's the coin guy, man.
oh no, and he wrote me back and he's like, ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. I hate you, and I hope you have fire diarrhea for 2 weeks.
Oh, just
Over
over a
this
Dave
token.
and Buster's token.
And then he ended up telling me he thought it was worth 9 cents.
It probably is worth. What'd you spend at Dave and Buster's? That's what it's worth.
We got a whoopee cushion.
Mm-hmm.
You know you gotta get the whoopee subscription. That's like the first thing.
That's classic.
What did you,
That's
how
classic.
much did it cost you to go to Dave and Buster's? Divide that by how many coins you have, and that's what it's worth.
Oh, it's worth a lot then.
Yeah.
For real.
A small fortune.
Because you know you don't get tokens anymore.
They give you a card, don't they?
Mm-hmm. They give you
They
a
don't
card.
have tokens anymore?
No, they give you a card.
And you get on that Willy Wonka machine or something where it's like, it's called rapid fire. So in case y'all go to Dave and Buster's, I'm going to tell you a little trick on how to get some good prizes. Rapid fire. What does that mean?
Fast.
Fast.
Rapid, right?
Yeah.
Set your little thing over to where you want to aim at. Just go to punch in that thing. You will send you into a bonus round where you get like 50 more coins off the same
Stop
play.
it.
Serious as a heart attack. I'll take you to Dave and Buster's tomorrow. I'll get you a stuffed animal taller than you. I'm serious.
Last time I was at Dave and Buster's,
Don't like empty
I don't
prizes.
think I don't think I played a single game. I think we just sat and ate and watched whatever
No,
game was on
you
TV.
can't.
No, we let the kids
We let
go.
the kids
It's a
play.
great place to take the kids, and this was a couple, 2, 3,
Their
4
food's
years
good.
ago.
Their food's
Yeah, the
good
food was
too.
fantastic, but we just took the kids and we're like, here's your money, go get your stuff. We're gonna sit here and eat, enjoy whatever game was on. Y'all go play.
God bless them because they had known about the rapid fire.
Well, we didn't know to call you.
Yeah, I
They
really
should've-
am. Like I feel like that's like Alabama gambling.
Yeah,
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, it's like,
showbiz.
"Whoa,
It's showbiz.
shit, we about to win this thing. You know what I'm talking
That's
about?
so
Like,
funny.
yes, I'm
That's the
telling
closest thing we have to gambling in Alabama.
It is.
you. And the phone cards.
Oh no, it's not.
The phone, what?
The phone cards. Have you ever bought any of those?
The phone
I
call.
think they have the little plastic case, and you they got like $2 ticket, $1 tickets, $2 tickets, $5 tickets, $10 tickets.
No.
I won like 800 and something bucks off this thing in like 2 weeks. I'm serious.
Goodness.
They got them at all the gas stations.
What?
They look like scratch offs for the
Oh.
pillows.
Okay, the scratch offs.
It's
That's
there.
what I
I'm telling
wondered
you.
what
Okay, you
those
go-
are.
you
Like
go-
you buy one in the store.
Yeah, you go. Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Like, Tennessee has always had stuff like that. You go in there and there's scratch offs everywhere. Bama don't have a lottery, but yet,
No.
like the store at Bayleton has all these scratch off things. What are those? I've never.
They're phone cards. So you're
That's what
actually
that
paying
is?
$10 for that many minutes. You could like preload up to your phone,
Phone call.
Oh.
That
but
makes sense.
it's gambling because there's like money. I've won anything from $50 to $450 at a time, and they pay you right there.
What?
It's really like that. I only do it when I feel lucky. Like I walk in there,
So
damn,
like
that'd be a penny
once
on
every 10
heads or
years.
something. You know, like on the floor or whatever. I pick that thing up. I'm like, give them $10, $5, or $10 cash money, fives or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Give me one of them cash.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm
I
telling
see
you,
him in there, and I'm like, how, what?
people really win money. I'm
Yeah,
a person.
believe
to
you.
tell Yeah, like
Yeah.
I want some
believe you.
off that, dude.
Well,
Straight
Insane.
to the beer store.
I didn't know what they were,
I
right?
don't think I've ever been scratch off at all. I'm not a.
Straight to
You
Ken's
don't
cooler to
gamble,
find a
do you?
guy in the parking lot.
I only gamble when I have control over what's happening.
Which is never.
Poker, blackjack.
Oh.
Well,
Well, you
I
gotta
never gamble on sports.
sports never.
Never.
Alabama, you're a huge Alabama, right?
Huge Alabama fan. Never gamble on sports.
Yeah. You know,
And
like,
I don't gamble a
was-
lot on other stuff, but it's fun to do it sometimes.
See, dude, I would bet you on which way this pen will fall for $20 right now. I'm not even lying to you. That's the person I am.
It's gonna fall on its end.
You want to do it?
I got
$20.
you.
All right, we're gonna let Karli throw it.
And which way you go?
Okay, so if the pen tips to me, you owe me 20.
Okay. And if it tips to me, you owe me 20.
Yeah. I'll have
Okay,
to,
what way?
I'll have to write you a check.
How do I?
That's the.
Help!
how
Can you
gamblers
please
do.
hold it for 7 to 10 business days?
I just write you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna post date that thing.
Okay, so I'm just gonna drop it. I'm just gonna drop it,
All right, let's
and
go.
whichever end.
Wait, I think you gotta
But
flip
you got
it a
it
little bit.
pointing.
You gotta flip it a
I
little
don't
bit.
know
'cause
what
it's
I'm
pointing.
doing.
Look here, you can't. If you
God,
drop it like
idiot.
that, it's gonna point.
Yeah,
ahead.
you gotta do some
Oh,
things.
okay, all right,
Yeah.
all right, I got it.
Like
They
spin
was
it.
pointing
Let me do this
towards me
liner.
This
every
would be
time,
even
by the
better.
way.
You gotta spin it.
Let me do this line.
Yes, let's spin it.
You ready?
Yes.
Do over.
It's a
Yeah, that's
push.
kind of
It's a push.
tiebreaker.
All right, ready?
2 over.
Why do y'all suck at this? Why do you both suck at this?
Nope, 2 over.
This is the worst.
This is why we don't win.
Oh my gosh. Okay. All right, we're gonna do this one.
Let me go get one of the kids.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Hang on. We're giving.
Just threw it up 20 times.
Oh,
come on,
man.
$20.
We're leaving here with $20 in
Well,
Dave
I was
and
gonna pay
Buster
y'all- I was
chips.
going to pay y'all $5 apiece for coming on the podcast anyway, so I feel like I won.
So we're leaving here with $20 in Dave and Buster coins.
Yeah, David Buster point.
Yeah, Jack.
I'll pay
Can't
you.
be mad no more. It's going to be Karli. It's going to be hitting
Seriously,
you up.
and Jack loves me. He would never get mad at me.
I love Jack.
I love
I'm
Jack.
about to bring him on. I don't think it's going to be like a side guy. You know what I mean? Like,
He's a big coin collector. For
He's gonna be your Ed
Yes.
McMahon. You remember how Johnny Carson had Ed McMahon?
yes, Jack.
He's gonna
Jack
be
would
your Ed McMahon.
Because Jack's
Way to
kind
go,
of
Jack.
straight to the point. He's funny as shit, but he would look
Yeah.
at me and be like, dude, do you really think aspirin causes them dementia? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Some shit.
Yeah.
Like, Jack's one of those people that
Yeah.
be like, dude, you're stupid. And I can be like, okay, so Jack just said that was definitely false. What he said.
He'll be like
Yeah,
your
no.
fact checker. Yeah, he's. Look, I'm gonna start. If he does that, I'm gonna start calling you on Johnny and Ed. This is Ed McMahon. Here's Jacob.
There it goes.
It's gonna
It
be
goes.
good. It
We're
is.
going to do that.
Yeah,
later.
it is.
There
It
you go.
is.
I have enjoyed y'all, man.
We
This
have
has
loved
been
being
fun.
here.
We've enjoyed
This is
being here.
So great.
We've enjoyed being here.
I've tried not to hog all the microphone time. I try to give him.
This is what I
And
want
that
to do
time-
because y'all are a fun couple. I mean, like
We're
y'all
the
are.
best time.
Y'all are.
We're the
Y'all
best
get
time.
along. I mean, like.
Oh, we're gonna
I
get
can
out of
just
here and just
tell
beat the
y'all-
shit out of each
I
other.
know. Whitney's already texted me twice. It's been like. "Baby,
Wrap it up."
Damn, stay after hardly.
Oh, we are now. Now we are.
Is that
Y'all got swim
what
trunks?
time are your little friends leaving?
Yeah. Playtime's over,
Y'all got
Jacob.
swim trunks?
Not
Who
here.
needs swim trunks?
Yeah, I got a speedo. That
I know you got a
Who
Speedo
needs
out.
swim trunks?
I've seen you in your Speedo. Wasn't it?
Oh, he posted it.
I've seen you in
That's
your
like one of his
Speedo.
most viewed TikToks. Is
And
your Speedo.
I still have nightmares about it to this day. And that was like 6 months ago. That was a Christmas party. So
Dude,
it was like 7
nobody
months ago.
knew. Like, everybody thought I stuffed that, but that was real. I've heard a lot of people's having nightmares.
That was
because they're
all.
like,
That was all Gibbs right there.
yeah,
It was
they're
all
like,
Gibbs.
Dude, did
Oh.
you stuff that? I'm like, no. They're like, my God,
Oh,
I'm
I
having
can get the
dreams of you like chasing me with it.
Oh,
you
man.
know what I mean? Like, yeah.
Oh man.
The truth is, when you spin a women's bathing suit around, they got that ass stuffing in there. And I think it got rolled up, and a lot of people gave him way more credit than what was there. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, girls talk. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to say me and Whitney, you know, are good enough friends to talk about that, but I can see it in her eyes.
I can see.
You know,
Whitney
I can
right
see
now.
things.
Whitney would tell you, she'd say, everybody thinks he stuffed that thing, but guess what? Didn't think that's so funny because he's so small. And the pattern rolled up her.
It's great.
Oh
That was
man.
great. Oh,
We got
man.
Hudd music. We got farm.
You can't ever remember the name of it, Drago. Are we really that good of friends? It is
I got 2 brain cells. left and they're fine.
SouthernFarmCo.com.
SouthernFarmCo.com.
He's Hudd Music on Facebook, HUDD Music. And then we're also on Instagram and TikTok under Southern Farm Co. I'm trying to work on getting him like his own. He's got a TikTok account, but he just
You don't seem like a social media guy, actually.
Oh gosh,
I love it passionately.
Do you?
it's my passion.
Yeah.
It's my passion.
If you message me on Hudd Music, it's gonna be her posing as me.
Do you know what's funny?
I'm a
Do you know
poser.
people come to me all the time, they're like, do you ever think you'll make it? And I'm like, I don't care. I really don't. I have fun.
Nobody's trying to make it. I mean,
I mean, like,
It's fun.
we're in
with
our mid
us-
40s. Like, if we ain't made it by now, we're probably not gonna.
they're like, how much you making off that podcast? I'm like, I get 12 to 20 sponsorship emails a week, right? And I don't. Because you know why? I don't know the product. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I'm not going to advertise your pimple cream.
Well, start getting them. Start getting them.
I have fun with this. This is fun to me.
I know, but start getting the products and test them out.
Good.
And if you like them, promote them. If you don't, tell them I don't like it.
Because I get
but
several,
also,
and it's just, I'm saying.
look, as a small business, it's been on Instagram. Like, I got in on the ground floor of Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
You can't trust influencers. So don't be an influencer, Jacob. You can't trust them.
No, you can't.
They will take your stuff and they will never do anything with it. But you should really test out these products. Because that would be fun. You should do a whole podcast with testing them out.
Yeah.
Or a whole TikTok.
Yeah. That's fun. I mean, this is fun to me.
It is fun.
We've had fun.
Yeah. We've had a great time.
I enjoyed it. I really have, yeah. So, all right. So, tomorrow night we're at Aniana?
No, Friday. No. I'm good. I'm like free for like a week. Oh, yeah, well, today's Friday.
Yeah, week from today.
Yeah.
So,
week from today, we're
music, Double D on the Hudd.
Double D.
Double D.
Yeah. Southern Farm Co.
Yes, you finally got it.
Did you see
Nailed it.
I just did it.
Nailed
You
it.
did it.
Yes.
You got it.
You did it.
But I do. I really appreciate y'all coming on. Carly, I've known you.
We appreciate y'all having us.
Yeah, man. I have known you for 40 years.
My whole life. I've got home videos of when we were little at like
Okay,
a football game. I have a very specific memory. I'm gonna tell this and then we'll cut it.
No, you're good.
A very specific memory of you at a football game. We took you to the concession stand. Somebody had a video camera. I don't know why, because nobody was playing football or anything. It was And then you looked at the camera and you said, and you were blonde-headed,
blue-eyed.
Just
I was afraid I was
turd.
nabbed.
You looked at the camera and you were like, I ate the whole poot. I will never forget it.
My son, everything he talks about, he has the throw poop in there.
Yeah, I ate the whole poot.
In the night, Daddy pooped. You know what I mean? It's like,
yeah.
Where'd that come from? You farted.
Yeah.
Something like that you do.
What?
Mom will say you do. You know, not like my kids read over that too.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, he was like, I ate the whole poop. We were like, what are you talking about? You little freak. What are you talking about?
It was so funny.
I wish I could find that video and show you.
I would love to put
I'm going to have to get with Robin
you.
and find those videos.
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
thanks for having us, Jacob.
I'm no lie. Y'all are coming back.
For sure.
For sure.
Oh,
All right, so Hudd's about to play at my house for 2 hours on the guitar. And I'm going to sing a little bit. What song should I sing?
All I know is Menudo.
I know this one.
I know Menudo. And New Kids on the Block, if you know that.
We're going to do some New Kids on the Block.
In KOTV.
Stop singing Backstreet from New Kids.
It's hanging tough, man.
Hanging tough.
That's like the only
I can't
song.
even think about it. I keep thinking, like, hanging tough.
I can't think of any more that they do.
Seriously.
Hanging tough. Oh.
I'm going to have to go
don't-
educate Jacob on some New Kids on the Block.
I really can't remember.
All right. Well,
Whatever.
you about to.
What about some
buddy.
TLC?
Don't go chasing waterfalls.
Hey, is it not so funny that the first part starts out with
It's weird how that starts out like that.
You know what I'm talking about? It's like, hell, did she just say? Let's rewind that back. Little Tommy's something, and he don't like it when it hurts that way.
All the words. I know all the words.
No.
The 90s jams. They're my thing. They're my thing.
It's so bad.
You enjoy your New Kids on the Block
I'm gonna.
concert.
I'm gonna.
I hope you ain't beat up by a
see you
bunch
there,
of skater
Joey.
kids.
Huh?
I hope you're not beat up by a bunch of skater kids.
I'll be beat up by a bunch of middle-aged women.
Little Joey McIntyre.
It's all it's gonna be.
Little 60-year-old Joey
John,
McIntyre.
Jerry, and Jeff.
He's gonna have some panties flowing at him. He's gonna get some panties.
They're gonna be
Throw
big
it.
granny panties and very supportive bras. But they'll.
Are you gonna tip them your bra?
I would throw.
Please go out throw it at the stage. Just carry an extra one.
I would, or like I said, but it can't be my really comfortable one. I
No,
would have to
no, just
throw
throw it.
one that's very
Just go to Dollar General.
One I'm willing to
Damn
lose.
Anna Franks or
Yeah,
whatever they're
yeah.
calling you. I don't even know bras.
Obviously not, but there's going to be some granny panties, and again, very supportive bras thrown on stage.
You throwing a pair of panties or a bra at him.
I'm not going to be close enough, but I've got a pretty good arm, so I can probably.
I can't imagine it being too crowded. You could probably work your way up the stage.
Yeah, I think we just took it fine.
Look, if I'm on the news, y'all come and get me out of jail.
You might have to.
Listeners are dead.
You know, you might have to elbow some 60-year-old ladies.
I grew up in that time. I don't even remember.
Middle-aged woman goes to jail at New Kids on the Block concert. Would that not be? And it's me.
I swear to
It's
God.
me.
I will pitch in to get you out of jail.
Dude, and then we'll
I'm
put my mugshot
serious.
on a t-shirt. Like all these other people do.
Wow.
I'm going to be busy that night, so.
I don't care. I don't care. I'll stay in jail.
I think you should put hot tuba, like write it on your bra and throw it.
Look,
Don't get
it's
me
all
started.
fun and games until you have teenage daughters that ask, or a teenage daughter and her friends that ask what that means.
Somebody asked
So
me
I
that
think
one day.
that is awful.
They said, "You want to go viral?" I mean, I would. I think everybody would like to go viral. Would you like to go viral hot too? Hell no. You know what I mean? It's like, nah. I'd rather
No.
go like my son dancing or something. That's
I mean,
when
seriously,
I
you got a
do.
daughter,
Yeah.
Jacob. Like, I don't think the
Oh,
girl.
I
She
know.
didn't mean any harm by it. She's probably super
Oh,
sweet girl.
yeah.
But, you know, I would just hate to know that that's what Millie was famous for.
Do
And when
you
you
know
hate to know
too-
Leah Kate was famous for that.
Do you know too? They had said she was like a school teacher and all that. Did y'all see that?
It's not even
all
true.
a
It's
lie?
not true.
Yes.
Yeah, she said she called her job the next day. It was like,
She worked in a spring factory.
Well, you can't blame her.
what is a spring factory?
Pre-make springs.
She's got all kind of opportunities to make money at this age. She better take advantage of it because it won't last long.
She's a millionaire.
Yeah.
But it ain't
She's
gonna
not
last.
learning
Just
how
for,
to
you
manage
know, and just be like, so imagine somebody walking up to you on the street and you making some obscure joke.
it. Mm-hmm.
30 seconds, maybe. I guess, I don't know, I've not even watched the whole
God,
thing.
it wouldn't be.
But I mean, just some obscure
Yeah,
joke,
probably
and now
30
she's like,
tops.
it's insane.
Well, and I've said since then, I'm like, you should always watch what you say on camera or
Yeah.
into a microphone. And here I am sitting with you, and I am not filtered really anything. So
You have
do
not
as I
said
say, not
anything
as I
bad.
do.
I promise you.
I
you're
know.
Not, yeah.
I know,
Yeah,
but
y'all been
still.
great.
I feel
Yeah.
like we've been good.
we've been
The average
pretty good.
people, you know, people come on here and there can be like one of these people you wouldn't imagine cuss, be like, "I cuss accidentally, or is that okay?" It's like, have you seen the show? It's perfectly fine if you cuss, I promise
Just
you.
try to be nice.
I've always said, like, don't do anything to embarrass your kids. That's one of my
Exactly.
first things.
Yep.
And
Yep.
do not say anything bad about your spouse. I mean, you will regret that shit. Like,
Unless you're just right
no
here
matter if
coming
you
up.
wanted to think it or not, I've actually had people come on and say, "Yeah, my husband, my God, he don't even know a damn Phillips head from a flathead." You know, my mom, then they're like, "Can you cut that out?"
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you kind of meaningless.
Yeah, really. I mean, we'd sit here and just, you know, go on each other on camera. Like, if we got something to say, we'll say it to each other's face.
Yeah. That's what makes a strong relationship.
Shoot, yeah, man.
It's
Shoot,
I
yeah.
tell my wife all the time she's done.
Yeah.
It's the
Hey,
other way
She's a
around.
saint.
you outkicked your coverage.
Yes,
100%.
Yes, I did.
She must be a saint, but
Yeah.
I know.
She's
Oh
a
my
saint.
God, I know. Like some people come up to me, they're like, "How long you been with me? Been married?" Like 12 years. We've been together 16. And I automatically just right off the bat I say, "That's a long time for me putting up with her bullshit." And they'll say, "I can't agree with you on that one." Like I could. It's a lot of me putting up with a kid.
Yeah.
Because I really like a kid at heart, really.
Oh, no, he has to put up with.
Tell me a secret, I'll never tell it. Ever. I
Mhm.
look at them, I don't tell. Like if you
Yeah.
tell me, you're like, "Dude, don't say nothing." I don't even tell. I don't tell around it. I'm very trustworthy. But I am
A child.
a child. I really am at heart. Yeah, like really, it's always something of, how can I scare one of the kids? Oh, did we need to go to the garage? I'm about to get behind the door. You know what I mean? Like, that's our love.
I love it.
She gets me a lot, too.
I
You
love
know,
it. I
it's
saw
like-
her get Terry the other day. That's the funniest. Did you see that video?
And by the way, like, I got to brag on my wife for a minute. Because not that she was ever not, I mean, Whitney has always been a great person, good person, kind-hearted, she's faithful, and she was very quiet, very shy, And I ain't gonna lie to you, I took that shit and turned it to a 360.
You
Like,
did.
she's the person that scares you. She's the person that asks, where can I buy an air horn at? That was last night, just last
Can I
night.
buy an air
Where can I
horn?
get an air horn?
She said, Shannon's been scaring me every day at the office.
Oh gosh.
I wish I had an air horn. I saw a video where I scared him with an air horn, or where somebody got scared with an air horn.
Oh, that's great.
So last night at damn near midnight, I'm like, you know what? I got an air horn. I came up here and looked for it through my fishing shit
And you
because
got it.
I'm like, this is gonna be really
Yeah.
classic, you know. So of course I come on the back porch. Walker's doing his Michael Jackson deal. So I go in, him, you know. Well, he looked like he was trying to swat flies away from
Oh.
his face, like he just jumped and everything. But my wife, I'm telling y'all, she was fun. Like y'all are fun. Like she was always fun anyway. She was just very reserved.
Mm-hmm.
But like getting somebody out of their comfort zone to where she's liable to say anything or
Yeah.
whatever. And for a long time, she would call people the next morning and be like, I hope you know I was just kidding when I said Matt ain't got no muscles or whatever. You know,
yeah,
it's like,
she's very
you don't-
apologetic.
You don't have to pump. They need you to
She's the OG woo girl.
Yeah.
She is the OG
You know what I'm
girl.
saying?
I know.
Like she's one of those
Yeah.
people that would worry about it. I'm like,
Mhm.
it's fine.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people I know that if I was not giving them a hard time, they say, man, he's mad at me.
Yeah,
or
something's
something
wrong.
Because he's not.
Something's wrong.
That's
And
my
then,
thing. I like to pick.
and
You know, I
then
like to play.
if you give me a hard time and then you like send me a text the next day apologizing to me,
You're
then I'll be like, okay, somebody's got Jacob's phone. Jacob is being held hostage. We must send in
We
the
must
troops
find-
to
we gotta
save
find
him.
Jacob.
there's no cuts.
No.
That's too deep for us. Like people like us, there's
Yeah.
no cuts too deep.
No, you gotta
Like,
have
I
thick
can
skin.
kid you about anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
anything.
you just oh
Yeah,
my god,
yeah. You could be like,
you're stupid.
you could be
You know?
like, your dad's dead, and I'd be like, ha ha ha, because it is, and it's
Oh,
funny.
no. And you know where he is though? I'm telling you, if I got it, if there's a heaven, if there's water in
No,
it.
but you gotta make jokes about
Oh, I
anything.
know. You know, it's like dark humor. That's what
It
when I
is.
step on
Give me-
stage.
give me all of it. Give me all of it.
That's gonna be like some dark humor.
Yeah, yeah,
I think it's funny, like spitting
Yeah.
out jokes, like just quick and stuff.
for
But
sure.
yeah.
But people get too serious about serious things.
They do. It's like everything offensive.
Hmm.
You know, so
That's
hell.
that's a whole nother podcast, Jacob.
Yeah.
That's a,
All right, y'all have got to come back.
we're going to
We're going to. This
Just-
has been fun. This
just
is a
step
lot
on your
of fun.
back porch and holler
Just holler
down
at
the road and say, "Hey, y'all come on, and we'll be here."
her. We should, no, you know, we should have him on Farm Friday.
Oh, we should have you on Farm
I
Friday.
really would. Yeah.
Now,
I'll sing.
We ain't
I'll sing
fancy.
a song.
We
we ain't
fancy.
fancy.
We fancy.
I'm not fancy.
But you ain't, you know, Millie came home today and was like, didn't y'all do a Farm Friday? I was like, I think we did 2 last week, but
Well, we
I
hadn't
didn't
even
post
posted them.
I didn't post them because I had like a
Y'all
last,
did too. Y'all are fun.
I had a last
No,
minute
but I'm just saying, I just
thing in
hadn't had
Tennessee,
time.
so she didn't do it.
I hadn't even had time to post them. Like we have been on the go.
Life is busy.
We've been on the go, and like when we do have downtime, I'm like, I want to sleep. So I hadn't even had time to edit it and put them all together
I
and all that. So
I
yeah.
nap a whole lot.
Well, I don't know which
People's
time-
John and Jacob, we got to go
I feel
home.
bad.
Dude, I never could nap till I hit about 40, and then I
That's me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to could never. I couldn't do it.
No, you felt like you had something you had to do, and it had to be done today. I was in that for years where it's like, I've got to do this. I've got to do it today. It's going to be done whether it's damn midnight.
Mm.
And I've got out of that.
Mhm.
I'm like, well, it's been like this since we've been here.
Well, other than when our kids were babies,
Mm-hmm.
if I sat still more than 5 minutes, I wouldn't because we were exhausted back then. With 3 of them. I mean, if you can imagine
Three youngins.
3 babies.
Yeah.
So that, nights were not. You might sleep an hour or 2 and then get up, and So I would nap then, but yeah, I never was a big napper
See,
until I hit about 40.
Did you ever do the fake boob thing?
Nah.
I didn't breastfeed.
No.
Look,
You didn't breastfeed?
no, formula was good enough for my kids. Their therapist is telling
Did
me
y'all
that
ever
they are
do-
making progress and they're fine.
Did y'all ever use any of y'all's own dairy milk?
No.
Y'all never
We
used
used
it?
powder, Similac. Actually, we used Parents' Choice brand because it was cheaper to feed our kids. Look, it's a wonder we didn't put them straight on fillets and steak and, like here, chew on this rib bone. Just survive, because that's all we're doing is surviving.
We did that as kids. I really feel like it
Yes.
wasn't so much like that. I
Yes.
never remember baby food.
No, I didn't breastfeed my kids.
No.
I
It
didn't-
is delicious though.
I didn't have enough.
I don't know.
Baby
It looks delicious.
delicious.
It look,
Okay,
I mean,
listen.
come on, blueberries.
You just started something right here. Me, you, Karli, my brother Matt, we're gonna get on here and we're gonna try baby food.
Try baby food?
I've tried them all.
I've
already tried them all.
I bet it's delicious. It looks terrible.
And I
but I bet it's
guarantee you,
delicious.
I guarantee you,
not.
your wife has tried them
It's
all.
just, well, I mean, like
No.
sweet. It's just mashed up.
They're
with
just
sweet
not-
peas.
They're not sweet or salty. It's just mashed up, whatever it is.
I gotta have salt and pepper.
And no, you can't.
can't.
So we gotta do the contest without the.
Yeah, but
I'm gonna say
telling
we're
you,
gonna
you
do
can't have a woman
one-liner
on here
pickup,
because
or
they even tried 'em.
one-liners. You know what I'm talking about, like the one-liner jokes, like where you try to make somebody, where you're trying not to laugh.
Yeah.
You know, where I'm like, my wife asked me, had I seen the dog bowl? And I'm like, I didn't know he could. You know what I'm saying? Like, so y'all would both be eating baby food right now because you laugh.
oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
That's
Yeah, the baby food is not that bad.
I ain't afraid to eat baby
It
food.
ain't bad. You might
If it comes down to macaroni and cheese now, I'm going to throw up.
do what hot. You don't like mac and cheese?
Speak of that, throw up.
Don't. I
You
don't
say
know.
that, throw up?
You don't like mac and cheese?
I got sick on it one time as a kid, dude. Just like a little bit at a time.
PTSD.
You know, it's,
Yeah, today I was talking to Jeremy Howard, and I was actually filling out a report on a door that came in damaged. And I said, how do you spell skint?
Skinned. Skinned.
He said, well, let's just write damaged.
Way to go. Way to talk it through it, Jeremy.
yeah.
How you
Damaged.
say? How you spell skint?
S-K-I-N-T, maybe?
How you spell skint?
How do you spell skin?
How you do it?
Yeah, it's like when
I mean,
people.
you know what I'm talking about? But they're like telling you
It's
if I
like
was
when people say "ruined," like something's ruined. It's ruined,
yes.
but it's ruined.
Oh, it's burnt. Like that's
It
way.
is
That's
burnt.
where you hold your nose
Mhm.
when you go dump that shit
Mhm.
out when it's
Yeah.
leftovers.
Yeah.
Like it's burnt.
It's
ruined.
right. It's ruined.
But today, I honest to God, I was writing out this ticket.
How
and
do
I
you spell
said,
skin?
How do you spell skin? Jeremy Howard started laughing. He goes, just put on there that we accepted it with damage. I'm like,
Here you go.
yes,
Way to
that's
go,
better.
Jeremy.
So I have to scribble out where I started writing skin. I had S-K-I-N.
It's skint.
Put a T on them.
Yeah, it's skint.
Put a T on them.
Hey, if they can't read it, that's their problem. All
That's
right.
exactly right. Because like me, I'm
Skint.
oh shit, skin up.
Yeah.
You know, whatever.
Oh, we
but
all
somebody
say
else
it.
are gonna be like sky.
Skint. What is skint?
Skint.
What is
Yeah.
skint?
God, I love y'all.
I know. We could sit here and
no.
talk all
Y'all
night.
gotta hang out some more. This is
I gotta
4th
pee.
of July weekend.
4th of July.
Yesterday was 4th of July. Karli and Hudd came in. They all had all their fingers. So I'm guessing.
We didn't shoot any fireworks.
shoot any
That's
fireworks.
why.
Y'all enjoyed everybody else's. That's what
No, we
did.
sat at home.
Yeah, we sat at home and watched the
Sat-
neighborhoods.
Yeah.
We sat at home on our back porch while everybody else shot them. It sounded like gunfire, you know, in the Brooklyn community. But we sat there. We didn't buy a firework. We didn't light a firework.
I didn't either. And I'm gonna tell you, it was the best show I've ever seen.
Mhm.
But no, we still have a 4th of July gathering tomorrow with friends,
Yeah.
and
We don't shoot
we're,
fireworks there.
we're not planning on shooting fireworks, but you never know, somebody might probably roll up with a few. So
Oh yeah.
we may,
This is the time to get them.
yeah,
You
right
go
after
there,
the 4th.
spend $100, you're actually getting like $300.
Shoot, yeah.
Right.
Shoot, yeah.
You go in there before the 4th.
Oh,
Oh Lord, Ted!
My favorite part of that whole deal is hold on, Chico. Tupac. Y'all remember that? Oh, hold on, Chico.
Tupac
Yes,
coming.
it's so funny.
Oh, Lord,
God,
that's
I'm
funny.
on. All right,
All right.
I'm going to hang out with y'all some more.
I'm going to pee.
Me too.
Yeah, be all right. Happy 4th of July, Independence Day. Thank you for your service, for all the people that serve in the military.
Sure.
Check out southernfarmco.com and also check out Hudd Music on Facebook and Instagram. You won't be disappointed. Dude's badass.